And we are live once again. It is the weekend here, and we are going to play some Cataclysm. Dark days ahead. There it is. Hello, hello. Mini Mongoose is here. Hello, Mongoose. Welcome to the stream today. How are you? I'm glad you could make it. You got up early enough. I know you're a couple hours ahead of me, but we also have someone here. Hello from Twitch. Lacatario, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Just getting started today. I think this is our fourth or fifth live stream for this character, but of course, if you missed it, you're watching me in the future after I've gone live. First of all, I do post my schedule on my community page, so hopefully you can catch me live one day. But of course, the playlist is going to be pinned in chat, so you can get all caught up with our druid character. Here he is, Henrir. He is currently in his wolf form. Thanks to some of the cufflinks he's got, some magical cufflinks, never leave home without them. They basically saved our lives. And at the end of the very last live stream, we were really about to die, but we pulled out our last resort, which was the cufflink right there. The wolf's head turned us into a large wolf man with some serious strength and perception and good dexterity, intelligence. Not so good, people. He's not a very smart guy, but regardless, we can tear through some zombies. Yeah. And I think what we're doing today, what we're going to be focused on, is looking for a base. We've made it to the Forge of Wonders. Yep, last weekend in the last stream, we journeyed all the way from our spawn location, which was pretty good distance to the north up there. We won't go all the way up there, but here it is. So this is the big one. This is what we're here for. But we've got to find a nice little location where we can settle down. Of course, start to accumulate all the loot that we're going to be trading to this location. And already we found some good candidates, but I want it to be perfect. You know, maybe what we'll do is we'll find somewhere close, like maybe this church for one thing. We'll take a look, but we can continue to look around. Maybe we can find a nice cave or something, of course, because we are a druid. So living at one with nature, that's pretty important for our character Henry here. So here we go. Mini Mongoose says, woke up without Towsy. Wonder where he went. Oh my gosh, Mongoose, I'm sorry to hear that. That's too bad. He's probably just off exploring, hanging out with mom. You know how it is. You know how it is. All right. Towsy's an independent cat. He can't be held down. Now, let's see. We are in mild pain. Our leg is injured, but that's going to heal rapidly because as a wolf character, we do have very quick healing. I'm going to eat a little bit. Food shouldn't be that hard to come by, but when we're in wolf form, he is like constantly hungry. He's underweight. So, yeah, we got to feed him a lot of calories. And of course, his wolf form is temporary. He's got the werewolf aura. It's for 41,000 turns, whatever that means. It usually lasts about a day. It's like 24 hours, essentially, is what it felt like the last time. Marshmallow fluff, yeah. It's good calories, although no nutrients, no good nutrients in those calories. But either way, let's see. Yeah, we're going to be looking for a lot of different resources and stuff, starting to accumulate not just trade goods, but, you know, it's things we can survive on, magicals, weapons, and spells. But first, we got to find a base so that we can start to dump our stuff. I'm currently carrying 137 pounds of gear, and when I was in my human form, it was too much. We were overweight, so that's why, one of the reasons why we're really focused on it. Now, it is getting late. It's 5:30 p.m. on day 70 here, so I think what we're going to do, we're going to saunter our werewolf selves right up here to the church that's just north of us. Let's go ahead and clear this church because it's almost certainly going to have some zombies and maybe even a feral in it, but I'm hoping I can rip them apart with my bare claws. Not too much trouble. We'll see how this goes. But let's do it, people. We're starting. Try not to die in the first, 20 minutes of the stream. That's always the big goal. Trying not to die overall is important, obviously, but I think my headset is going out on me. I'm getting like, it cuts in and out at different volume levels. And it's not the game because I can see the volume on the screen. But anyway, all right. So here it is. Church ahead of us. Looks like there's already been some fighting up. Oh, yeah, there's black puddings up here. Oh, you know what? On second thought, we are not going to try and mess with those, nor are we going to settle, like set up a base anywhere near the black puddings. So, now this is a really great find right here, this farm supply store. Phenomenal that we came across this because there's going to be so much good loot there. In fact, I kind of want to make this our base. Now that we are in wolf form, I don't know, we might be able to get down there and clear it a little bit better. So let's take advantage of this magical buff that we have essentially. Because it's not something I had planned on using when we got down here. I mean, obviously we would use it eventually for certain needs, but it really did come in and save our butts, no doubt about it. All right, looks like we already broke that one. So we're going to come down to the farm supply plus. Pretty encumbered here. I need to take off some clothes. I have a feeling when we're in wolf form, our general clothes are kind of encumbering. They're too tight. Oh, there's another black pudding down here. So if anybody's not familiar, the name is kind of innocuous sounding, but black pudding is like a slime on steroids almost. You can think of it. It's got writhing, sticky black sludge undulates across the ground. A faint sizzling sound comes from beneath it as it lurches towards you. So it is a slime, but again, it's like a slime on steroids. And in this game, they have some sort of like acid cloud attack or something like that. They can hit you with poison gas, and I think they have like acid based attacks, so we don't want to mess with them. I mean, I typically don't mess with slimes either. Slimes can be good if depending on what you're doing. You find one or two slimes alone and you want to like level up your melee combat, go ahead, just wail on them. You know, it's not that big of a threat, but black puddings are something totally different. All right, so here we go, people. I'm going to quick save. Don't think about that too much. Don't think through the implications of that. We might save scum, in other words. We might save scum. All right, so the fog just cleared. We got a better look at what's around us. There are zombies. Hey, Boab, what's up? These YouTube notifications are superb. Totally knew the stream was on. Oh my God. YouTube, bro. It's been so brutal the last few months. YouTube feels like it's ignoring my channel. It's ignoring it. But either way, thanks for coming by, David. Appreciate you, buddy. Make sure everybody out there hit that like on the YouTube, subscribe. Make sure you ring the notification bell, too. That'll help you get notified. Theoretically, right? Theoretically. But we're back, David, with our druid character, of course. And we're making our way to the farm supply store. I know, David, you were here with us right up to the end of the last stream. So you probably recall that we had to use our wolf ability from our magical cufflinks to turn into a werewolf. And I feel like, hey, since we're already in our wolf form, let's take advantage of it. Let's go murder some zombies. So we're going to clear the farm supply plus store while we're all buffed up. Hey, what's going on? The War Fortress. How you doing, my friend? Hello from Spain. Hi there. Welcome. It's great to speak to somebody from Spain. Thanks for coming to the live stream, my friend. Hope you're a fan of Cataclysm. Absolutely no chance I'm doing any of that. Well, then you can't blame YouTube. Now, we could take it easy and get up on the roof here. But to be honest, I think in werewolf form, hi Fossil Dash. Surprise, surprise. It is a surprise to see Fossil here today. Welcome to the stream, Fossil. Thanks for dropping in. It's already done. Thanks, David. Appreciate you. Yeah, hello. Fossil, it's great to see you again. How are you? How are things in life going? Mini Mongoose is here, Fossil. Of course, the stream's just starting, so we might see some other friendly faces. Maybe Rod will be here. Dino's been dropping in recently. This zombie seems like it's running away from us, but I think what they're doing is chasing something else. So we have safe mode off, so we need to be hyper aware of what's around us, because I do not want to die in the first hour of stream. We're doing a double header this weekend, so actually it's not going to be back to back, excuse me. Tomorrow is going to be Vintage Story. We're doing a community stream on my multiplayer server, but then on Sunday we'll be back with this character. Dang it, that's a promise. He's not going to die today. We're going to make it. We're going to make it after all. Okay, let's go. Oh, what are they fighting over here? There's like a bracken white over here killing these. Yeah, let's move away. Oh, now it's on me. Great. Hold on. I don't know what this is. It says it's very dangerous. It's a magical being of the forest. Well, this isn't good. It's a bit slower than us, so you know what? On second thought, we'll use it. We'll use it. Come on with me, Mr. Bracken White. You're a big M. To the rest of the universe, you look like an M. Well, I lost. He doesn't have very good vision, this Bracken White. Come on up, buddy. I got some zombies I want you to meet. Here she comes. Oh, okay, so we've got an axe murderer coming at us. I'm not getting much sound here. Dang it. I'm reading a dragon book. Yeah, what book? A Language of Dragons. Never heard about that one. Sounds interesting. All right. Oh, the Bracken White is just murdering these zombies. Okay, so the... Yeah, okay. We're letting the spirit of the forest do our dirty work for us. See, I was going to try and kill the Bracken White. We should try and clear it out of here, but maybe a zombie will kill it. I feel get bad, though. As a druid, like, this kind of an enemy here feels like the kind of thing we should be friends with, you know? It's an animate pile of moss and leaves and sticks. Come on. Oh, that's like my best friend as a druid. All right, there's a zombie to the left over here tearing through this car. I'm not getting any sound right now. Like, I'm getting... Did we mess with the sound of the last one? Sound effects. I don't know. I'm not hearing the zombie tear through the car or the window or anything. Oh, well. We'll deal with it. They're so hard to kill. They regen so fast. What's this guy's health at? Yep, he's full health. Dang. Well, he's slower than me. So worst comes to worst, we can just lead him off into the field and then turn around and start sprinting away. And, you know, we'll lose him pretty easily, I think. But let's use him. We're going to... he's our friend, the Bracken White. I'm going to have him clear this zombie right here. Good job. Man, he's got a range, though. We got to watch that. If he hits me with that, I might be debilitating. What's up, Nerfem? How are they so hard to kill? Oh, okay, they regen so fast. Yep, good call. Animate pile of sticks and moss. It is best friend material. We're, of course, playing as a druid right now. We are a wild druid named Henrir. We have a few abilities, magical and such, but right now we are under the influence of our magical cufflings. These are wolf's head cufflings, and once a week, they recharge and we're able to transform into a werewolf for one day. And as you might expect, this buffs our melee ability, increases our strength. It does make us very, very stupid, though. So I'm not able to cast any of my druid spells when I'm in my werewolf form. But so far, it's been a lifesaver turning into this werewolf. All right, let's keep going. So there's almost certainly more zombies here. Let's keep moving. See if we can't draw some out. Wear him bow. That's right. Better believe it. I'll break this window. Whoops. Yeah, I'm not getting any sound effects now. What? That's super annoying. Are we like deaf right now? Oh, I've got noise canceling headgear on. Oh my god, there it is. There's the noises. Had my headset up real loud. Okay, we're good. We're good. I was literally wearing noise canceling headgear. That's why I didn't hear anything. All right, this game is good. It's that good, people. Oh yeah, there's zombies in here. Let's see if the oh, he's all over me. Take him down, werewolf. Rip him to shreds. Well, we're not doing that great against this thing, but the good news is our wounds will heal very quickly as a werewolf. Look at those potato chips. Give me those. I need that. Whoa! Okay, the Bracken White just came at me. He just came at me. My best friend just turned on. Ooh, he just attacked that soldier boy. Let's go up to the roof real quick where we can look at the sunrise or sunset together as friends. Okay, so we're no longer bleeding. Let's see what's up here. Looks like there's no solar panels. There's just big chaos, commotion going on in the store below us, but we're just up here on the roof, you know, hanging out. It's what I used to do at school. It was a big deal. In my grade school, we would climb up under the roof of the school, like during summer vacations or long weekends when nobody was there. It was a big deal. We'd get all the balls down, like all the balls from recess class, claim them. I had another event I went to, help my dad with his tintype business. Had a lot of fun with cowboy actors, built a really hot fire for him. Talked around the fireplace, embarrassed myself a bit. Oh, that's the best kind. Listen, if we're in a social setting where we don't embarrass ourselves, then quite frankly, it's a dream probably. It's not real. It's just not real. All right, we're back on the ground. The bracken white is ravaging through the farm supply store. Yep, I see him. He's in there, just being himself. Big old pile of sticks and such. Is this open? No. Okay, the back door is locked, but we'll get in there. We'll get in there. Hey, what's going on? So real. How you doing? Cross-eyed painless. Hello, hello, welcome. Typical autistic inability to understand some jokes, kind of stare off and dumbass while everybody's wondering. I don't get it. Oh, poor fossil. I can't say I've had the same. I've understood every joke that's ever been told to me. I'm always comfortable in all social situations. No, I'm just kidding. That's a total lie. All right, let's pop on a flashlight so there's no big spooky things that come out in the dark. Do I not have a flashlight? We've got oh, that's right, I'm wearing it. It's like on me or something weird. Okay, here we go. We're going in. There's a bracken white in here, and what I need to do, if this area has been cleared of zomboids now, we need to get the bracken white out of here. Because I want to be able to spend a little bit of quality time with all my new loot. Did he leave already? Let me turn on safe. I don't even see him. Oh, there he is. Oh, he is out there. He's looking for me. He's like, what, buddy? You were just out here. All right, I'm coming to you, buddy. Let's go through this window together. Oh, my God. Quit tearing stuff off. Oh, he just shot me again. This is my loot, Mr. Brackenwhite. Quit it. All right, that's fine. He can ravage through. This is civilization. He doesn't understand it. He doesn't understand shelves and stuff, so he gets mad at him. He's just like, rah, 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 rah. Is it too loud? Let me know if it's too loud. No, the sounds are good. The sound, you ought to hear, listen, if you think that's good cross-eyed, you ought to hear the sound of a tent. Zipper, zip. It's so realistic. But no, if it's too loud, let me know. I like your channel because in Spanish voice translation, the live stream doesn't have it, so I'll watch it later. Okay, yeah. War, I totally get it, buddy. Thanks so much for dropping by live and saying hello. But you're right, there should be auto dubs on the live stream VOD afterwards. So big shout out to my Spanish viewers, my friend. Hopefully I'll check you out in the VOD, buddy. Those shelves looked at him funny. Okay, it's a good level. Yeah, no, the audio is really good for this sound pack. Of course, when we're playing this game, there are multiple different sound packs a player can choose from. The one I'm using is called AT, like the literal AT symbol. That's the name of the composer, I guess. It's AT's soundtrack. It's kind of considered the default one. Hey, let's see if we can put this dum-dum down in this crater here. Are you smart like a zombie? Will you fall into a crater? Probably. And he's in. All right, see you later, buddy. So he's trapped in that crater right there. And actually having that super close is kind of a nice little resource. We might make this our base. We're going to come down here and check this out too. But let's go into the Farm Supply Plus store. We just came down here for that reason. So let's look at this. Let me squish some of these zombies. We don't want them rising. Like a bad moon. Oh. There's a reference, one of my favorite bands, Creedence Clearwater. We got a gun. Oh, we got a gas mask. That's a big pickup. Yep. We'll need that in human form. Take that too. And this National Guard bayonet is actually quite a valuable trading item. Look at this baby. So this thing weighs less than a pound, and if we scroll down to the bottom, it's worth $12.50 in trade. So this is an incredible item for just trading in bulk. It's also not a bad weapon. You know, obviously it's a military issue knife. It's almost certainly better than our hunting knife. Hunting knife is 12 -1. This is 21 -1. So yeah, it's better overall. Why do I have an active glow stick in my hand? I don't know. I think that's my flashlight. All right. Anyway, the bayonet. Yeah, those are good melee weapons. 100%. Yeah. Now, we'll almost certainly be getting some better melee weapons here in the near future from the Forge, because we're going to be buying. That's going to be my priority at first, is buying a decent magical melee weapon. We'll look at the selection. We almost certainly won't buy a knife, but we'll just have to see what they have on offer, obviously. But Hello Kitty smartphone case. Yep, that was in there. There's a lot of references to modern culture and stuff, pop culture, because of course the game only takes place like a couple of years after present day or whatever. Shoo, we do have some food over here. Let's eat real quick because he's a hungry wolf, man. Hungry like the wolf. He's gonna eat a whole bunch of marshmallow fluff, and then he's gonna have it all over his whiskers and stuff. Like when your dog gets into the trash or something and gets its face all, yeah, that's what we're looking at right now. Silver Seth? Yeah, but better is hard when it's balancing the act of weight and damage handling, stuff like that. Very true, very true. You can also make a decent little knife spear out of the bayonet if you choose, if you want to go the knife route. Now, let me just touch on this for anybody who's new, because I think we got a couple new viewers to this character here. We have a few negative traits. We are a wayfarer. Remember, we're role-playing as a druid. So we're wayfarer, meaning we do not have the ability to use vehicles. Vehicles are totally off limits to us. And that includes bicycles and boats. In addition, of course, we've got slow reader. That was imposed on us by our druid. Just ignore prey animal. Meat intolerance. That's another big one. Oh, what's up, Jason Chance? How you doing, buddy? Welcome. So as a druid, we don't eat anything that had a mother. Of course, that doesn't count eggs, because we will eat eggs and milk and cheese, but the apocalypse would be a couple years at this rate. Yeah, we're on track. We're on track for the Cataclysm. Don't you worry, everybody. Soon, everything we're seeing here will become a reality. It'll happen. Now, I watched 28 Years Later, which is like a sequel to 28 Days Later, I guess, and it was good. I enjoyed it very much. Ray Fiennes, I think that's the lead actor in that. Really cool zombie, post-apocalyptic, unique take on it. All right, let's see. My wounds are closing up. We're almost fully healed. All right, I'm just going around squishing the old zombies. Now we can sleep here. There's no doubt about that. What I'd like to do, though, is use our wolf form as much as possible, because we can just literally get into a knockdown, drag-out fight and heal up within minutes. We have such amazing regenerative capacity. What I think we're going to do, we'll sleep in this little office here. But first, before nightfall, because it's coming up, it's 6 p.m., so just a couple hours, the sun's going to go down. I'm going to try and get him to hoof it down here to that orchard. I'd like to check it out. You know, on second thought, let's do this. Let me get this bullet out of here. We're gonna drop everything. So everything that's not part of our main tool set or weapons, I'm just gonna drop it all on the ground here temporarily. Yeah, this might not be our final base location, but it's a good spot to just start. I mean, it's full of loot, so we've got to check it out. Mother Nature. I like to say late game, and you made it. Cataclysm play includes entirely homemade maple syrup. Because when that happens, how ready are you to be to process it? Yes, maple syrup would be a great trade item, like over a long period of time if you can process. I don't know how to turn the maple sap into syrup, though. You do have to just boil it for a long period of time? Either way, okay, let's move. Let's move. We're wasting time. Now, the one bad thing, I guess you will say, about this character in a sense, wow, there's a bunch of corpses over here, is even though he heals really quickly, he still feels the pain from the wounds, which is weird to me in a way. Because look, so we're fully healed right now. I have no wounds. They've all healed up, but he's still in mild pain, which is going to affect his speed and crap like that. So it's not like the end all be all. I wish it was not like that, but and all I have is ibuprofen. We'll eat a couple of those. Hello, the great Paisantios. How you doing? Just boil it in real life. Not sure if it's different in the game. Could be. Could be you need a certain like cooking level, or not level, but the tool, the cooking pot you use, because there's different levels of cooking for tools and surfaces and whatever else. Boil, you gotta have a lot of it, like 5 gallons per liter or something. So you might be better luck dragging a steel barrel over to a fire. That's interesting. Yeah. Like I said, it's a good long term. Oh shit, we don't want to mess with giant mosquitoes. It's a good long term goal for sure. Okay, so the mosquitoes are to the south, which is where I'm trying to travel. Maybe we'll have to save it for tomorrow. Our best bet would be to go up and around instead of trying to go through this swamp where there's a bunch of mutant mosquitoes, which I don't want to mess with. So, audible, we're changing up the plan. We'll check that out in the morning. Only got a couple hours till sunset, so let's use our time here. I think we're just going to do a big old zone, people. We're going to zone it up here. Might as well. So, in a way, we're kind of... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. We're kind of wasting our wolf form right now, but we'll get it again. It'll recharge in a couple days, I think, ish. I'm slowly becoming social again, though, after coming back from the event. I was like completely extroverted during the whole thing. Then I got home and went feral cave dweller. All right, let's put a custom in there. This is going to move everything that I just dropped on the ground, so everything that we brought with us is going to kind of be included here, but that's fine. We'll go through all of it. All right, so first things first, safe mode is turned on. Let's go ahead and do it. See, will your zone make you loot all things you drop to? Yes, it will, Mongoose. Yes, it will, but that's okay. It's all going. It's either going to be moved with us to the base or taken for trading, so it's all the same, really. It's all mine. Everything in this whole place belongs to the werewolf. Nobody can stop him. Maple sap only really runs during late winter and early spring. That's why I say it's late game, because the game normally starts at the month the season ends. Yeah, that makes sense. The good news is you can find tons of maple syrup if you come across one of those sugar houses, obviously. Cool thing about those too, though, is if you set up your base at that location or maybe even close to one, you could have a big maple syrup operation going, because there's usually like a dozen or more maple trees like right in the front. And I think they're already mostly set up with like spiels and stuff ready to go. It's pretty cool. If you guys have never seen like a real maple syrup operation, they will literally, like modern syrup, they'll have these trees spieled up, but they'll have tubes going from the tree. So it looks like just this spider web of these plastic tubes going up, literally hanging from tree branches and stuff. It's wild. But all right, so we didn't lose the light, but it is getting darker out here. Let's go look at everything. Just gonna start closing doors, even though this place is mostly unsafe. All right, so what do we got in this pile? There's 8 pages of stuff right there. Over here, there's 9 pages. All right. Oh, you got an ad? I'm sorry. Hey, listen, appreciate you guys coming by, watching the ads briefly. It helps the channel. It helps the channel. Should definitely ready a sugar house as an outpost and set it up, hit it up when the snow is thick on the ground. You know it, buddy. So Yeah, for anybody who missed the current plan, we are looking to set up a long-term base because we found the Forge of Wonders here. And we're going to start looting everything around us, you know, and bringing it over and trading it for magical stuff. But we literally just arrived here in-game. We just arrived this very day. So we're still kind of looking around for stuff. But you know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust this. I probably should have thought of this earlier, but I'm going to put this zone inside our little room. Right here. And we'll move everything again. A druid would settle in a natural place. Daniel, you're so right about that. I was thinking, whatever we choose right now, like we're sleeping in this farm supply, but it's not going to be our final base. We should definitely consider trying to find like a cave, you know. I would say, hey, let's just settle in like a grove of trees or something, but it does kind of need to be secure, you know, not just from the zombies and stuff, which and aliens and anything else that could wander into our area, but also from temperature. You know, we want to be able to get in and out of the cold and stuff, especially with the oncoming fall and winter. So, yes, how does an apple orchard sound? Because I was thinking this orchard right here could be kind of cool. There's also something behind it, which might be a cave, although it's almost probably not. It's probably like an anthill. We'll see. You know, there are things which could be at this area which will preclude us from making it our base. So we'll just have to wait and see. But that could be a base. A druid living in an apple orchard? You know, maybe it's a bit of a stretch, but I don't think it's too bad. All right, let's just look through all the loot here. So that's the National Guard. I'm going to start picking things up, and we'll move them. Renewable food. The orchard seems great at the end of the world. Yeah. Similar to the maple syrup, though, apples are seasonal. So if we go over there, for instance, now, there's not going to be any food on the trees. We have to wait until the fall. But once the fall comes around, there will be a lot of fruit. Trapdoor spoilers, yikes. You make your own walls with pillar of stones. It's true. We could make our own walls, build our own structure. Treehouse? Oh, I don't think a treehouse is really feasible in this game, to be honest. Maybe it is. Honestly, that's, you know what, that might not be true at all. I've never really thought about it. That hatchet is a good find. Yeah, on second thought, maybe a treehouse is totally doable. I don't know. I don't know enough about the actual building because I rarely build like a base, you know. There's so many great buildings that you could just find and occupy that I've never really found it necessary to build a base. Like build one. Even when I played in a woods, it was just like, I just took over a cave. You can smoke apples, or you can dry them in a dehydrated, the same way you would dehydrate, make smoked and dehydrated meat. You can also dehydrate fruit in this game, which is something we'll do. We're definitely going to do that. Does this trowel have cutting and digging? I'll take that. Oh, there's a tent. That could be our base. We'll take it. We'll take the tent. Yeah, I have an idea of what we'll use that for, actually. I'm liking the idea of the apple orchard as our base more and more, to be quite honest with you. We've got to get down there in the morning and check it out, though. I can't just be like, yes, that's going to be the base, because there could be something down there which we just can't kill or handle. All right, just taking a look at stuff here. Yeah, there's quite a few things we can trade. So we're off to a good start. There's even a little bit of food in this location. You know, I'm not going to pick anything up at all. Let's just keep it all here. Let's have a bit of food. Some hard cheese. Can't eat the meat at all. I'm going to keep it around, though, because we can probably trade it to somebody at some point. Yeah, so if it's like canned chicken, you know, it's going to stay preserved for everybody. That's it. It's Stardew Valley Dark Days Ahead. I love that. Oh, well, hey, listen, no joke. We have tons of seeds. Look at this. Where's the seeds? There they are. Oh, yeah, baby. We've got everything from cranberry to hops to pumpkin seeds over here, people. So we, and of course, we're at a farm supply store. So we have fertilizers. We even have fungicide in case our crops get a little moldy. But yeah, yeah, yeah. And of course, as a druid, we have to have a garden. We need a garden. Did you get sponsored, or is this the sponsored label YouTube sponsorship? I'm not sure what you mean, Fossil Dash. No, I got affiliate status with the server host, but it has nothing to do with YouTube, I don't think. Surround your tent and growing zone with stone pillars, dig a water canal, place traps, and real smoke meat. We'll turn this into a straight up in a woods playthrough. Oh, just storing it in a zipper bag reduces rotting speed. That's helpful. All right, so it's 7:42 in the evening. Let's read through some of the books we've got just to see what like they have to offer. We got a couple of red ones here. The Bronze Age Encyclopedia. That sounds interesting. What does that one tell us? Hey, Greg, how's it going, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Oh, that's Fabrication 7. Wow. That's actually a really nice book. Okay, so we've got some decent stuff here. We do have Beginner's Guide to Magic and this one. It's the End of the World, but you feel fine. These are both spell books. Let's look at our spells currently. So we know Druidic spells and Storm Shaper spells. I'm thinking I want to go Animist too. I definitely want to go Animist. Yeah. Do you care to load all your books onto the phone? Yeah, a lot of them are. We should do that actually. So what we'll do... Wait, do I have a phone? Yeah, here it is. Let's go ahead and let's first of all, let's manage files because there's several things that need to be moved over to our phone. Excuse me. I have a feeling my phone's about to die now. We could still try it. Store the books. Yeah, you can see there's only a few books that need it. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. 9:12 p.m. We're hungry, but we're always like that when we're in wolf form. So I'm not even gonna... I don't want to eat all my food as a wolf, but we're up to 8,000, almost 9,000 calories today because this wolf is a hungry boy. All right, let's drink a little water. I want our druid to have something in the morning when he wakes up, man. Swamp shacks could also be fitting. That's true. A swamp shack could be good. Intelligence, too. That's high, too. That's like the high levels for the wolf. Yup, yup, yup. But it's only temporary. Of course, our wolf form is about half over. It'll probably be done by morning. The werewolf aura, it'll fall away. We'll be able to cast our spells and stuff again in the morning. So yeah, reading spells like probably isn't the smartest thing. Oh, look. So after transferring all those electronic files onto my phone, there are new books to read. So let's look at this. When they're in red like this, you can just imagine we're just kind of browsing the table of contents is kind of how I think about it. We're just getting an understanding of what the books can offer us, what they have, what they'll teach us. So, applied science, lots of fabrication, social survival, and one food handling book with athletics too. Yeah, the Beginner's Guide to Magic. There's 2 Magus spells. I would love to get Magic Missile. We're not going to do it now, again, because at a 2 intelligence, he'll probably be up till 2 in the morning trying to learn it. But the druid is a furry. That's right. He is a furry. Wait a second. Do we have our... Why am I not wearing my sunglasses? Bam. A pair of Wait, are those real glasses? Yeah, those are aviator eyeglasses. Hold on. Why do we take our sunglasses off? Well, I don't have any. I lost them. It's all right. We'll find some more. But he looks extra cool when he's wearing his sunglasses as a wolf man, you know. It's a real fursuit. It's not fake. All right, so We're just going to sleep right here. We're lightly weary. We're tired, hungry, and underweight. We're just going to ignore our stomach because we've eaten nearly 10,000 calories. And let's just go to bed. 8 hours of sleep. Generally suggest training phase door to max level as fast as possible. Let's see here. It's just telling me my wounds are closing over and over. We don't even have any wounds right now. It's weird. We're famished. Oh, great. Gotta keep that fur nice and luscious. Is there a Were-Dragon mod? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. All right. Well, that was a long night, but we're back in our human form, everybody. Say hello to the druid. He's no longer... He had a bad dream that he became a wolf. But no more. No more. Now, the bad thing is really that we have to wait, I don't know, like a full week before that ability recharges. So now is when we have to be extra, extra cautious. And it looks like I let my flashlight burn out because I never turned it back off. So that's a waste. Are there flashlights here? Yep, we got one right there. Okay, so don't forget to exercise in the morning. Lifestyle can't be ignored in the long run. That's true. We could do some exercise. Let's do action menu, miscellaneous workout. We'll do a moderate one for 30 minutes. Magicalism does have a dragon mutation path. That's cool. That's cool. All right. We're feeling good. Let's turn on our music to boost our mood a little bit because we're about to... Oops, wrong choice. We're about to go explore. And let's see if we can't clear out this orchard down here. I'm going to grab the spear. What's it at? S. Oh, we do have a magic weapon. I forgot. I grabbed the bat +2. Okay, we've got a magical bat +3 Molotovs. Do I have... I have a tear gas sprayer with 7 charges on it. All right, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm feeling pretty good. Oh, hold on, let me look at something. All right, we're very over encumbered with clothing. Let me strip real quick. Ladies, close your eyes. All right, we've got... Let me look at this. So... All right, so let's take off... heavy-duty flashlight. Take off the long underwear top. Arm warmers. Okay. We definitely need a better helmet than the straw fedora. I don't think that straw fedora is going to help us too much. I'm taking the sheath off too, because at this point it's kind of just a memento from when we first loaded in. All right, let's drop those. Also, need to unfavorite all these seeds for now. Yeah, we'll be picking those up again, but I don't need them on me. Okay. Let's drop everything. Little inventory management here, people, just briefly. Spear tab. Okay, so I do have 2 backpacks on too, which is a bit of a mistake. So let's take off the hiking backpack. Let's unload it. We're going to keep that with us, though. That almost certainly helped a bit. Yeah. Looks like the hot pants are not meant to be worn with boxer shorts. That's kind of interesting. You know what? But it makes total sense to me. When you think about it, if you're strutting around in leather hot pants, you don't want that underwear line. You know? That's... No. Silver Seth, the bat is excellent. High handling weapon, almost fits any blood. Yeah, I was thinking it can kind of be our shillelagh, you know? As a druid, we would almost certainly have just like a blunt club as our melee weapon. So now we've got this badass bat +2. Yeah, look at the stats on it. 26 +5 to hit. It's almost impossible to miss. We're rocking homers out of the park with every swing on this one, baby. Think I had the hot pants under the boxer. Well, Greg, that would also probably throw us off too. You know what? I'm going to go with my theory, though. I think you're right. I did have my underwear on the outside of my hot pants. Listen, thank God it's the apocalypse. You know what I'm saying? People, don't judge. Don't judge. Let's see. What's funny is I'm not even actually going to have ace. That won't stop me from being insane. I'm with you there. All right, so we're looking a lot better on the encumbrance here. And of course, this is the number I'm really looking at right here. We're a little bit better. I do want to bring this spear with me. Pride Month is over when InfoWars logo stops being rainbow, and since they're run by the Onion now. Yep. I think it's Tim Heidecker from Tim and Eric. Tim Heidecker is like taken over direct control of InfoWars. Like he does broadcasts and stuff. Yeah. Big fan of Tim Heidecker in his later stages of. I love Tim and Eric, but he's become much more political too in his older age. All right, let's see. I'm still overweight, man. I'm still carrying more than my total amount. So look at this, 102 over 99. You know what? Let's get back in here. Sorry, guys. I'm doing so much with my inventory. I know it's not very exciting, but it's extremely important. So a couple things. I don't need the aluminum bat. Let's drop some stuff. Don't need to carry that around or that anymore. If we're going to have a base, we can just leave a lot of our tools sitting there. This is kind of our temporary base for the moment. Yeah. Also, I don't think I need to carry around the large dry bag. That's probably causing me a lot of an extra weight. Hey, Elodie! What's up? It's fun to wolf at the YMCA. Hi, Elodie. Thanks for coming by. That tip you left me on the Sky Island episode about making the infinite water source, that's super helpful. I haven't tried it yet because I haven't recorded anymore for that season, or that series, but I'm definitely going to try that. So appreciate you, Elodie. Thanks for coming by. Hello and welcome. All right, so we are going to drop all of this. I don't need the rope. All right. And there's a couple things we can do here still. Okay, so we're going to drop everything. Let's go ahead and put the bat away. We've got a gas mask that isn't ready yet, and the best thing to do is just to prepare the gas mask. So we're going to refill it with this canister. Then you need to activate the gas mask. So it's yellow. Right. Good. Now it's good to go. Now we can drop this vacuum sealed package thing. Don't need that. We're doing a lot better now. Yeah, that bag that I was carrying with the water was like a big part of my problem. So, although I don't have any current water on me, maybe we can grab like a gallon. Is there a gallon jug around here? No. Okay. We'll just drink a lot before we leave. Drink, eat your cheese spread. All right, we're good. Quick save it, everybody. What's going on, folks? Thanks for coming by. And Jim Haggerty has been unhogged, but pushes hog water and fish milk. So, oh my God. Yeah. It's kind of crazy to see some celebrities' careers, or their personalities as they become older and stuff. I don't know. But, all right. Here we are. We're in a good mood. We're looking pretty slim. What can we cast? We don't really have any good buffs right now, so we'll keep our magic in our pocket for the moment. But we're going to come to the north. Oh, don't step in the rose bush. That'll be all thorny. Let's go. And Wolfform, does the negative joy on dog food become positive? How dare you? No, it doesn't. Unfortunately. the werewolf form does not negate any of the other negative traits that we put on, including meat intolerance. So that's it's sad. I think that it should. I think in werewolf form, we should just go right into eating meat whenever. Has anybody seen the new trailer for that the Wolfman movie? It's going to be done by Greg Eggers, the director who just redid Dracula, the Dracula movie that came out last year, I think, with Johnny Depp's daughter in it, Lily Rose Depp. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was kind of controversial. Some people didn't like that rendition of. No, I'm sorry, it wasn't Dracula. It was Nosferatu. That was they redid Nosferatu, which is really just a ripoff Dracula. But regardless, that same actor is going to be doing a Wolfman movie, and it looks pretty cool. I'm pumped for it. Let's go. What are you gonna suggest? Never seen Fluff. Discount Dracula. That's exactly what it was. 100%. It's funny too because Nosferatu has been redone a couple of times, and I think other than the most recent though that I was just referring to that Greg Eggers did, previous to that it was redone with Willem Dafoe playing Nosferatu. I believe that was the last one. He definitely played one of the renditions of Nosferatu, but he's in the latest Nosferatu. He's in fact a lot of David Eggers movies. Eggers likes Willem Dafoe a lot. Puts him like everything he does. Did you guys see The Lighthouse with Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson? That's David Eggers too, the director. All right, let's see here. Let's activate the trail guide. What's inside? Oh, another flashlight. All right. I was actually considering making our base at one of these little places right here. At the trailhead, we just live in the little cabin. It's literally just like a bench. Yeah. No. We won't live there. We'll live in this, hopefully this apple orchard down here to the south. I mean, there is infinite water here. So there's something, The meat intolerance and dog food thing. Oh, you're going to suggest that? Yes, you should. Well, of course, the werewolfism, lycanthropism, is only because of magicalism. So it'd need to be like, I guess, a suggestion to the magicalism mod author, probably. Imagine transforming into a werewolf, going on a rampage and eating meat, then having a breakdown when you turn back to your vegetarian druid self. 100% that would happen. 100%. Seems realistic, actually. Yeah, definitely. So one thing I've learned, we learned this early on in like our second live stream, is do not auto travel on foot if you can help it, especially for long distances. All right, well, this is really unfortunate. So this apple orchard that we came down here to make our home actually has a bunch of hostile survivors camped out right next to it, right here. There's a little hostile outpost, and these guys are armed to the teeth. This lady has an M4 carbine. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Damn it. I think I know how we can deal with them, though. They might shoot me if I get too close, though, so we gotta be careful. Right, there's an oversized cockroach, which is not a good sign. I know, that is rude, Mongoose. Okay, yeah, there's bugs. There's mutated bugs around us, but that's not the end of the world. Oh, there is a zombie down here fighting. Something just killed a zombie. It says the tough zombie dies. Damn it, I want this to be our home. There we go. Oh, the apples have all rotted, people, but the lettuce, shockingly, is still good. Ooh, I need that gallon. Give me that gallon. Yeah, shockingly, lettuce apparently stays good, fresher, longer than apples. And only slightly longer than mayo. It's like two of the most useful items I've ever seen back in this little room. Artificially made lettuce. It's probably been irradiated. Yeah, wolves and dogs are technically the same species according to wacky biology. That seems unrealistic. I know, that does. Yeah, it does. Okay, so, oh yeah, there's a couple things in there. So the cool part is, if we do take this over, you guys were asking, how do you preserve fruit? Right here is how you do it. This is a smoking rack. Normally in most runs, I would make these at my base and fill it with meat, because you can make smoked and then dehydrated meats, which will last for like years. You can also do that with fruit too. So this is a nice little spot here. We'll need to make more than one, and you'll also need charcoal in order to get that going. So lettuce wilts if you breathe on it. I love lettuce. It's like one of those things, though. I can't really keep it around because I don't eat enough of it quickly enough before it goes bad. I end up throwing away like half a head every time. It's a disappointment. Need to eat more salads or something, I guess. I do love lettuce, though, on sandwiches, and I love salads too. All right, so this lake's looking pretty sparse here. There's not a lot here, but that's okay. Not really coming here for loot necessarily. Oh, good. Okay, so there is a solar panel here, though. Yeah, so that's brilliant. That's at least the start of some power, and it would be good to get that rolling as soon as possible. Let's open these boxes and see maybe there's a step ladder. You can use to climb up there real easy. Fruit leather was a way to make it before, not 100% if it still is. Oh, okay. So dehydrated fruit and fruit leather. Yeah, no, you're right. Fruit leather is in... I don't know if we know it, but I should have looked up. Fruit leather, there it is. Right there. Yeah, fruit leather will work too. That's a good way of preserving it. This is something you have to do actively. You know, it takes 18 minutes per serving or whatever. And like the smoking and the dehydrating, that's something you can just set it and forget it, you know, and it'll be done in a day and a half or whatever. So both methods are good because honestly, the food dehydrators and charcoal smokers, which are required to power them, take a long time to set up, multiple days to get that operation going, really, if you want to do it on a large scale. So it is good to have like an alternative there. Damn it. Okay, so not noticing any ladders here. Okay, no ladder. I wonder if we can make a ladder. I know that that's a recipe. I don't know if we know the... We do, okay. So I just need some more nails and some planks, and we can make a ladder. Which is good. I would much rather carry or climb up onto the roof there with a ladder rather than just climbing the downspout, because that way we might fall. Neither of these vehicles have any good batteries, though, so it's not the biggest priority. We're going to try and clear these survivors out of here. I don't know. I might end up getting myself killed. If we do, we're just going to save scum just for this one interaction here. Sometimes these survivors, I don't know, the AI on them is real bad. So, for instance, they can see me. This guy right here clearly sees me. That's what that little red exclamation mark is. But he's not shooting at me, even though he's definitely in range. They're a little buggy. We're going to take advantage of that. I think what it is, and I don't know if this is intentional, but they don't get hostile with you until you get hostile with them. But I might be wrong about that. But they're not shooting me. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to activate this Molotov. We're going to toss it right in their stupid faces. All right, eat that, sons of bitches. So that'll burn their whole little area, and they'll either run away or they'll get burned out, and we'll come and loot their stuff once the fire's out. Okay, what's this? Okay, what do we think? Should this be the base? It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, but honestly, that makes sense for a druid. If we do, what we're going to want to do, obviously, is move all the loot that we just got from the farm supply. That needs to come down here. And then we can start to think about maybe making a travois to start carrying our loot over to the forge and stuff. So, yeah. One thing I kind of want to do first, though, let's pop over here to this radio tower, and it'll just give us a good look of the surrounding area, you know? Maybe we can see if there's... Oh, okay, survivors, just ignore them. Just walk away like nothing happened. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. Fruit by the foot. Let's see. Oh, there's a dog near us. Wait a second. Oh, I dropped my dog food. I literally had wet dog food with me. Oh, it's back at the farm supply store, though. Damn it. We need to try and start taming animals. Now that we've found a base home, we've got to start taming. Travoy, it's card survival time. Not exactly, but hey, just like in that game, Travoys are very helpful here too. Especially since we're not going to be doing any kind of vehicles. Remember, no bicycles, no cars, none of that stuff, no boats. So just having a Travoy is going to be kind of mandatory for moving our stuff around in large quantities. Ooh. I can't resist the look of a good vehicle, man, even though I'm a druid. All right, there's nothing here. No pedal bikes. It's wayfarer. Nomad is different. We are a wayfarer. Nomad means you can't stay in the same place for more than like 3 days without your character becoming unhappy. But here it's just we're wayfarers, so we can't drive in any kind of vehicle. Yeah, no problem. No problem. All right, good. So it does not appear to be any wasps at this location, which is always nice to see. Let's come up to the top. Okay, what do we got? Pair of binoculars and a map. I think those are our first binoculars too, so we'll favorite those. Those will stay with us. Let's activate the map and let's look around. Oh, there's another radio. Oh, what's this? That is a tiny little town. Literally 5 buildings. Probably clear that in an afternoon. I know, the vehicles are one of the highlights. You know, Silver, I am a big fan of messing with vehicles and stuff, and almost all of my other playthroughs focus on that. Like, that's a big part of it. You know, we'll spend days and days just transforming the vehicle so it's both, you know, able to drive on the land and the water. So if you do want to check those out, watch some of my earlier VODs. And of course, in the future, as we play in different runs and stuff going forward, we'll definitely be getting more into them. What the hell is that? Oh my God, there is a druid tower right here. I never see these. Like, I think I'd seen this before once or twice, but this is a super rare. Maybe it's just I don't notice it because it looks like a piece of the forest. So I don't know how rare it is truly, but that's so crazy. Okay, we've got ourselves a new goal. And we're going to have to go investigate and eventually claim the Druid's Tower. I think we've just found our actual base. Wow. Okay. I don't know anything about the Druid Tower. I don't know what's going to be there. There'll be enemies. Maybe some hidden druidic knowledge. Let's go. How tall is it? Does it stand out when you Z-level up? Let's go look at it. So right now we're pretty high. Yeah, yeah. Oh, wow. What? It's like a treetop. Look, so it starts off like a trunk. So we see the F here in the middle. It occupies a single tile. And then I go up a level. So we're in the sky. You know, we can see like the tops of the houses over here and the sign on the trailhead. And we go up again and again to the very top. There's the canopy. And it's a tree. It's a literal tree. That's amazing. Oh, we've got to go explore that. We might not do it immediately, but then again, it's going to be hard not to. Let's see, how far are we? We gotta go look. Before I just start moving everything over to here, you know, from one location to another. Maybe this is going to be our base. Maybe it's going to be something we can just walk right into. We are a druid, you know. Also, this right here is really intriguing to me. This could be like a horse barn, this little spot. We need to go check that out too. So yeah, okay. We've got some goals for this morning. What's this over here? Demon spiders. Standing stones. Okay. I don't know what that is. Huh. All right. Horse druid. Well, you know, that's the thing. We can't use vehicles, but we could ride a horse. 100%. You think we should wait to go to the Druid Tower when I have my were form back? That's a solid idea. You know what we're going to do then? I think that's a solid idea. Instead of just saying, oh, this right here, the orchard stall is my base, arbitrarily, we'll just return to where the loot is. So we're going to go to the farm supply store. This will be our base until we can recharge our where. That's a smart idea. Be extra, extra careful. Standing stones could be like Stonehenge. Yeah, I think that's about right, Newsport. Now, one thing we can do, I can tell too, the reason it's not super interesting to me, when we look at it, when I highlighted standing stones, see it says origin is dark days ahead. Means this is not a magical structure. It's not from the Magicalism mod. Whereas, for instance, if we look at the Druid Tower, the origin for this is Magicalism. So that's why I'm not super really worried about the standing stones. I have a feeling they don't do much. And if they do, they probably don't do anything for magic. But maybe we'll check them out someday. I do need a shopping cart, 100%. Wait, what's wrong? Let's see. I'm confused and outraged at the rule as you... Drago? Wait, what's Fossil talking about? Drago Ken, what's up? Oh, you guys are talking about the wolves and the dogs still. Okay. All right. Not get distracted. Let's see. I'm going to zip back over here because we've already made that walk. Yeah, I got to get my dog food. You know, one thing I do want to do is grab that solar panel. Forgot about the survivors. See them all hold up right there? Yeah, we're just going to let those guys do their thing. Just doing their thing. All right, yeah. Quit it. All right, so we're going to make a ladder. You know what? We can do it right there. We need that open. All right, so we're going to build a ladder. I think we've got what we need here. No, not quite. Short some nails and stuff. Maybe actually if I take them apart as opposed to smashing them, that's a little bit better. Probably. Okay. No, not quite. Don't think that's enough. It seemed like it's a bit overkill here. I'm going to extra lengths, but I have fallen off roofs before, and it can be incredibly debilitating if you break a leg or something. So I am always apt to use a step ladder in place of like climbing up and down a downspout. Always try that. Okay. We got ourselves a solar panel. Now, one thing we don't have yet is a battery. Neither of these vehicles have a good battery. We already checked them. So if you're going dungeon crawling, and that Druid Tower is a dungeon, if I've ever heard one, you want to have your Hulk out. That's true. Yeah, we should get things situated first. We might be able to go up there and trade for some more like magic spells to learn too. So yeah, there's still a lot of prep work we can do before we investigate. It'll give us something fun to look forward to as well. All right, so I'm going to try and move this solar panel. See if we can cut across here. Trying to avoid doing a lot of fast travel, but I think we're safe as we've already traveled this area numerous times. All right, so again, no battery. There might be a battery out inside one of these vehicles. So this will be our temporary base for now. I'm going to set up the solar panel right there. Let's see if we can find a battery ASAP. Get those hooked up. No battery there. None there. It'll be amazing if they are hostile. I hope they have deep pockets in many stores. Always good to steal some orc swords. Yeah, orc swords are great. If we could find a military base, that would be like the #1. But, you know, check this out too. For anybody who wasn't here in the last stream, the Forge of Wonders actually spawned right next to this town of Staunton. And it's a very small town. There's probably not a lot of great loot here because there's a pet supply store and a butcher shop, as well as some residential buildings. But what this means is that all the Forge Guardians are going to be spilling out, and they've already done this. We've already confirmed that this is happening. They're clearing this town of zombies for us. They're just out in the streets killing all the zombies. So, in other words, if we come up here, once we've kind of scouted out, we can just spend a little bit of time picking up everything that's laying around, and we'll just bring it right into the forge to trade. So we actually got real lucky with that forge spawn. But in fact, let's start to head over that way. Let me look at my inventory stuff real quick. Okay, no batteries yet. Maybe, was there a battery somewhere in all this loot? Not really. Can I place a battery? No. What's a pony wall? No, okay, there's no batteries for me to place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some light, easy trade stuff. Because if we're going to the forge, we might as well see if they've got some denarius to trade us. We're not going to have a whole lot of stuff, but we'll have a little bit more than the last time we visited them. The battery charger's nice, yeah. All right, let's see here. I will take that. Okay, this is what we really want. Here, cigarettes. Those are good for trading. And some of these books, too, that we no longer need. In addition to the scrolls, these are going to be worth a lot. Very good. We'll take the novels. So trade for a little bit to the librarian. Take that. I think that's about everything. Yep, that's everything. All right, so we'll grab that then. There's so much crap here. Yep, we'll grab that. Let's have a little bite to eat, some corn tortillas, and some fresh, clean water, dark cola. And we'll chew some gum. All right, we're on our way. Let me look at my phone real quick. You know what? We're fine. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. Yep, one thing. No reason to carry this gallon jug around with me unless I put some water in it. There we go. All right, we're heading out, people. It is 9:22 in the morning. It's a beautiful day here in the world of Cataclysm. You know what? I think secretly, deep down inside, everybody hopes the zombie apocalypse will hit one day. Maybe not everybody, you know. Maybe you have a good life with your family, but some of us wish for the zombie apocalypse. And if it happens, you know, I hope it turns out to be just like Cataclysm. Was wondering why your voice was familiar on Twitch. Also got a Forge of Wonders, and a man forgot the cost of this place. Good thing there's a military base close by. Oh, really? Get a hand mirror and train social as high as you can. Lower the trading prices considerably. Yeah, that's a good idea. We did have a book on social too, back at the little temporary base we've got. But I'm also on the lookout for a car battery to attach that solar panel back there. Let's look at this guy. These are all beat up. There's no vehicles there. Not these zombies. Cato's one of the most grim, desperate worlds I can imagine. True, true, true. I mean, yeah. You know, I mentioned earlier in the stream about 28 Days Later, the sequel that I watched 28 years later. And those zombies, quote unquote, are pretty horrific too in that world because of how easy and how quickly the infection spreads. All you have to do is get another person's bodily fluid, like on your mouth or in your mucous membrane or something, and within like 10 minutes you turn into a raving lunatic, you know, who's trying to rip people apart and stuff. It's crazy quick. That's what's scary about that, like the universe of that world, the zombies in that universe. Because like in The Walking Dead, for instance, if a zombie bites your arm, okay, you cut your arm off, you know, there's hope. You know, it's not like an instant death sentence, but yeah, it's like super rabies. Exactly. Yeah. 28 years later is out. 28 years later. It's not 28 weeks, 28 years. It's really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Really good. It takes it off in a kind of an interesting direction, you know, but I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, it's good. Go watch 28 years later. Relatively recently released. We got a battery here, so we'll grab that. Yeah, check it out. Something good to look forward to after the stream, my friend. I might actually watch it a second time. And that's pretty rare that I've watched. Oftentimes, most movies I can't even finish. What was the one I tried to watch because it's got one of my favorite actors in it, Sam Rockwell. It's called, the title's weird. It's Hello, Have Fun, Don't Die, or something like that. And he plays a character who is time traveling. And I don't know, I just couldn't get into it. I watched about the first 20 minutes and I was like, oh, okay, no, this isn't for me. Even though I do love Sam Rockwell, but notable scene in 28 Days Later has a raven drop a bit of zombie gristle into the person's eye and they turn. Yeah, it's that big dude, right? That scene sticks with me, sales tax. Yes, I know exactly the scene you're talking about because they're literally just leaving a grocery store. It's like him and his group of like survivors who are with him. And he's kind of the leader, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, but they're kind of in a good mood. They're like, because they got full bellies, they just found like some fresh fruit which hadn't rotted yet, and he just happens to like look up, and a bird drops a tiny little bit of zombie flesh in his eye, and like instantly it hits him. I'm dead. You know, I'm a dead man, and he's got to tell his companions, "Kill me right now." You know, super traumatic. Super traumatic. Yeah, that scene more than any other in that movie stuck with me for years and years. Because I won't fly with our militaries. It's true. That's true. The Walking Dead zombies are way too easy. They're way too easy. And after they failed to kill Glenn, obviously I know that was a contrivance by the authors, but when they failed to kill Glenn, I was like, oh, these things are so weak. I will point out that The Walking Dead is that everyone turns. That's right. That's a good point. Yep. Even if you die from a heart attack, something unrelated, you drown. Yeah, 100%. That's kind of the crazy, and that's part spoiler because you don't find that out right away, but that everybody has the virus in them in the world, essentially. You know what? I don't think we ever explored these 2 points of location, the radio tower or this. So let's go this way and we'll check them out. Bioweapons are like that. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, it's scary to think about, but all right, let's go. Okay, I'm starting to see wasps. Yeah, on second thought, I don't think we're gonna go in that direction now. Nope, that means that radio tower's probably infested with wasps. Is he following me? Oh, there's wasps everywhere. Be real careful of these wasps. See, this is right here. These are the kind of creatures where auto walk is going to get us into serious trouble if we're not careful, because you can auto walk right into a wasp, because technically they're not hostile until you get right up next to them, and by that point you're fucked. Although we do have some tear gas, so it wouldn't be a game ender, but I don't want to use it on some random wasp. It's way too valuable for that. Time to train my social because it's a 1. Would be a couple weeks before people figure out that 1 and not enough people die each day for it to heavily impact once military is involved. Even the MPs could handle it. With the Walking Dead type zombies? Yeah, probably true. Another one, I don't think I watched all of it, but World War Z, remember the one with Brad Pitt? The zombies in that were really scary because they were so super fast, you know? Oh, they acted more like feral animals than zombies. God, I tell you what, maybe we should kill some of these wasps that are around us, because there's a lot of them. And they're getting to be kind of annoying. I just want to go places, but there's wasps everywhere I turn. World War Z was a great audiobook. What's up, Slashum? How's it going, my friend? Welcome, welcome. Everybody, we got another great YouTuber. Slashum VC is here in the YouTube chat with us. Slashum's another great Cataclysm YouTuber, so if you guys are interested, go check out Slashum's YouTube channel as well. Welcome, my friend. Thanks for coming by. You know, oftentimes the books, and everybody is aware of this, very cliched thing, but the book is oftentimes better than the movie, you know? Hold on, somebody just pinged me. But I've never read the Project Z, or World War Z. I might have to check it out, though. I do love a good audiobook, my friend. Do not auto-move through areas you don't know, and be very liberal with danger markers on the map. That's true, yeah. The danger markers I need to use more often. I wish I named it something else instead of completely different zombies. Yeah. World War Z is kind of a... I don't love that name either, if that's what you're talking about. That's why I said if we were ever had a zombie apocalypse, humanity would really be wrecked, since in order to reach apocalypse status, it needs to be World Z levels at minimum. Yeah. Okay. So we're approaching Staunton. And as I said, there's a Forgeborn, which is this. It's a clockwork, like, robot, essentially. It's more like steampunk, though, I think. But it is out here just murdering zombies. There's a bunch of them in town. So what we need to do is be extremely careful, because you can get overconfident doing this. Like, I'll use golems sometimes to help me clear towns, maybe even trolls. But it's dangerous. It's a dangerous strategy. There's a deer trapped in this car right here. And all the doors are closed. I have no idea how that deer even got in that vehicle. I didn't do that. This is the first time I've ever been into this tile before, but somehow there's just a deer in a closed car. And he's raging at me too. He wants me. He wants to eat me. All right, so I'm just slowly moving into town, which normally would be a suicide mission here, but these forge workers, there's 6 Forgeborn on my screen right now. 5 of them are up here in this building. Coworker was twitching funny because about to sneeze. My Z Apocalypse antenna instantly went up. Oh my god. There's a small YouTube movie called Bite Me done 17 years ago. It's a good one. I've never seen Warm Bodies. Mongoose? No. I say small, it's proper low budget, but high effort movie. Gotcha. Open the door, trust me, totally not a zombified deer. Oh no, it's not happening, buddy. No way. I don't even think the zombie can bash. The zombified deer doesn't have the ability to like smash things. Okay, that Forgeborn just ripped through that wall and is just murdering the zombies over there now. The cool thing about the Forgeborns is they won't attack me no matter how close I get to them. Like, they're totally neutral to us. We got to be super careful, though. Yeah, if you accidentally attack a Forgeborn, which I've done before, it's easier than it sounds. Every Forgeborn will become hostile. None of the NPCs will trade with you anymore. So you got to be very careful when you're around, especially when your safe mode is turned off, because I can just attack anything. Do the hitchhikers? Okay, so yeah, this town is literally just open for the taking. Like, there's zombies everywhere. I can just come over here and loot. Look, there's 2 military zombies right here. Oh, we just got ourselves a grenade and a smoke bomb. Yes, please. Take that food. Siggy booze. I mean, I guess we'll take the pistol to trade. Oh, we got 2 more army bayonets. I'm just going to grab the sheaths. Bam. So, I'm telling you, people, these Forgeborn, they're the best. All right, so we're going into the forge. Let's do some trading, everybody. What's this? What's this? Twigs. Okay. Okay. All right. No. Okay, so we traded with these guys recently, and I don't know if their inventories have reset yet. Looks like they might have. Or, no, on second thought, they didn't, but they still have enough denarius to trade us, so we'll do something like that. We'll keep the MREs. Okay, just looking at the stuff we can trade. Very good. So we've got $549 of trade goods on the block. I'm going to take all his denarius, which leaves us with quite a bit left. So okay, good enough. Now, we've got some extra coins, but we still have more trade goods. I want to favorite those. You didn't find a deers can smash, but I did find a dermatic faction deer. Well, I'm almost certain deers can't, because that deer would have been smashing that car, but he wasn't. And he did have aggro on me. So I'm pretty sure they can't. But you're right, I could be wrong. Alright, so now we've got 215-ish worth of trade with her. This is a librarian. Plus we've got 13 more denarii, which can bring us up to 538. Let's buy every magical spell book that she's got. Or wait, let's look at some of these things. Hold on. We don't want any of those books. No. I think we're going to have to buy scrolls. None of these are magical spell books. These are all just books with recipes, and they'll level up things. Like, it sounds interesting. Protection for Magical Beasts is actually a tailoring book. And in Guide to an Enchanter, I'm pretty sure is fabrication and or applied science. Yeah, just from experience, I know that none of these are actual spell books. Hey, what's going on? Mama Jamma, how you doing? This is our druid run. So I'll show you the character here in a second after we finish our trade screen. But yeah, my favorite game. What's up, Zerly? How you doing? Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead. It's one of my top 10 favorites too. Honestly, one of my top 5 favorites. I absolutely love this game. So let's spend... I don't like buying scrolls because they're a one-off. It only teaches you one spell, and they're kind of pricey, but at the same time, might be our best bet here. So what's Whisper of Leaves? That's a druid spell. Deepen your bond with the forest and understand the whispers of the trees. I have no idea what that does. Druid. Transfer water's refreshing chill to yourself. Oh, so I can cool down. Oh, look at this. Druid. The spell increases your speed in the wilderness. Yes. I thought that was a spell. I thought I'd seen that before. Oh, another druid spell. Okay. That transforms a long stick into a spear that drips with sticky sap. Give me that. Sorcerer's Hand, no. Seed of Growth. Offer some of your life in a ritual to get tokens of growth. And what is that? I don't know. It's druid, so I'll take it. Knock is Technomancer. Okay. Very cool. Mapping out forest could be crazy powerful. Yeah. The ability, I wonder how much faster we actually do make ourselves. Now, what's Wind Strike? Because we also are a Storm Shaper. In addition to being a druid, we are a Storm Shaper. But I don't think I'm going to buy Wind Strike. Right now, with the 4 spells we've just put on the chopping block here, it's almost an even trade, almost perfectly even. And I don't have to use any of the coins that I have, just like the trade goods. So we're going to say yes, that's a good deal. Boom, boom, boom. Love it. We just have, we've got 4 new spells we can learn from these scrolls. We just got to find a nice place to curl up and read. But let's see. Okay, so Forge of Wonders, good to go. Should we go ahead and spend the day just collecting more stuff from the town of Staunton? I mean, it's going to be super easy to just go around and pick up loot. It's just going to be a looting bonanza, people. Looking for voids in the scan. I think that one maps the forests. Oh, did I read it wrong? Wait, which one? Did I not buy the right one? Oh, the Whispers of the... Oh, this is the one that maps. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, we're going to try this. I thought maybe it would teach me, like, talk to me or something. I don't know. Tell me, like, little flavor texts or something, like a elf. All right, anyway, so let's get our bat out just to be careful. Boom. Save mode's turned off, so we don't want to walk into any Forgeborn or anything, but what I'm going to do is just start looting. We're going to start looting like crazy, people. Loot City. I thought it might make trees not interrupt your vision cone. Ooh, that would be good too. I like the sound of that almost a little bit more than mapping them out, but no, they're both good. Okay, so I'm right now just literally looking for things to trade that we can just run right back to the forge. So let's dive into this house. Let's see what's in this house right here. Out of the way, Forgeborn. Don't make me walk into you accidentally. I do not want to do that. You can also craft the Druid class weapon, an OP bow. Very nice. Oh, the Forge Lords don't want me to smash windows here. That's stupid. The whole town won't be like that. Oh, this is so easy. It's so easy. We definitely want to take all the books we can get our hands on. Look, there's a gold ring. You know what? I'm taking it. There are some magical recipes that you can learn down the road. where you can engrave like jewelry and make them have like magical properties. And I think it's enchantment. It's part of the enchantment stuff. I quick say to every time I get near a Forgeborn, can't trust myself not to accidentally walk into one. I know, Taco. I've done it before, and of course our safe mode's off too, because we're in town. You know, too many enemies around to be stopping constantly. But I've done it before, and as I mentioned earlier, like every NPC will be hostile to you. Every Forgeborn, it basically like ruins your playthrough if you do it accidentally. It will ruin it. So yeah, do not accidentally attack a Forgeborn. And you should save often if you're just around here. There's that hand mirror. We'll grab that hand mirror and take that home with us. Looking good, people. We're just doing some easy looting, everybody. That's what this game is. It's super easy. It's a laid-back, casual game. No, I'm kidding. Take that peanut butter and that honey. That's good end-of-the-world material right there. Food, honey and peanut butter. Oh, yeah, slap that on some bagels or some tortillas. That's survival food right there, baby. Peanut butter bruised. What the hell's that book about? Why am I not picking things up right now? See that? Nails are on my pickup list, but he's not picking them up. Oh, there he did. Okay. Now he's going to pick them up. Makes me look like a fool. Oh. Ah! There's a shocker zombie just came out of nowhere. What the hell, bro? Hey, Brian Maiden's here. What's up? Happy Friday. More Cataclysm. You know it. Carrots and apples dipped in peanut butter. I love apple slices dipped in peanut butter. It's delicious. Some people have never tried it, you know? Some people have literally never had apple slices with peanut butter. And it's a sad thing. It's a sad life to live. All right, well, we actually took care of that zombie real easily. Now, he was injured, but I'm very impressed with my combat abilities right now. Of course, we do have this badass magical bat, too, so that probably helped. All right, let's see what's around us. I'm going to grab some of this odds and ends here for crafting down the road. It's one thing I've found. You can never have enough. Nails, nuts and bolts, and cotton patches are quite honestly very helpful, too. Oh, shoot. Did I just make them hostile? I just attacked the window or the door? Are they hostile to me right now? Oh, shit. Did I screw it up? I know that attacking them will obviously make them hostile. I don't know if smashing their property does. No, okay, we're good. We're good still. Okay. Got to be super careful about not pissing these guys off, dude. Can you reload quick like? What do you mean? Oh, yeah. No, we're good. We're good. Yeah, if it happens, I'm going to save it a lot. Yeah, so if it happens, we'll reload for sure. Cataclysm could be laid back, depends on your play and your point of view. That's true, buddy. That's true. I play it a little bit too fast and loose, though. Sometimes, at least. Sometimes. All right, so I'm just scouring these corpses. I'm not going to worry at all about, like, smashing the corpses. Because to be quite honest, if they return from the dead, pretty sure they're going to get smashed by these other dudes. Without any help from us. So, just checking the corpses. I mean, oftentimes you can get some real good loot from the zombies that are just laying around in a city. That's a Rottweiler. Check out these two. Checking all the wallets, looking for ID cards. Oh. Forgeborn, the zombie dies. Oxygen delivery kit. Nah, it's not very good. Can we activate that and actually use that? I've never tried to inhale oxygen. Yeah, we can inhale oxygen. You breathe deeply from the oxygen delivery kit. Huh. Shows that I'm on stimulants. But I didn't take any. Maybe that is oxygen considered a stimulant? I should have checked before I inhaled it, but oh well. Who cares? Hey, look, the deer got out somehow. The deer got out, but still the doors were not opened. What the hell, man? This deer's magic over here. Chocolate covered coffee beans. Let's go. All right. Deep breaths. Do I play on stable or experimental? This is stable right now. I'm playing on stable. I used to do some runs on experimental, but for the most part, I stick to stable these days for sure. Looks like it's time to go into the go into academy. Use the plastic cleaners to mop up the zombies. Supercharging on oxygen is a thing. Love chocolate covered coffee beans. I know. So do I. Yeah, my dad had a weird thing. He always said oxygen. I don't know how true this is, but he would say pure oxygen can help extend your life. And again, I don't know if that's true at all, but he would always take the opportunity to inhale oxygen whenever he could. Like if he was at the doctor's office and they had like an oxygen tank and he noticed it, he would like request. All right. So did we fully check this house? We did. All right. No. We did, but I can't get into the other parts. So let's gray it out. This one over here is not standing. I like to be methodical with my buildings. So this one right here doesn't exist. I see a book or two over here. Let's check this out. What the hell is happening? Taking all books, people. Pure oxygen can be a poison to our bodies. Well, I'm sure if we take too much of it, sure. If the Earth had 20% more oxygen, would improve your mind and body, but bugs would be 40% larger. That's right. Yeah, but when we see like those fossils of the like 3-foot long dragonflies, that's right. They come from a time in Earth's history where the oxygen content of the atmosphere was much, much higher because, of course, insects don't respire the way we do. They have tiny little holes in the sides of their bodies, which just essentially disperse oxygen throughout the body. But the pressure isn't high enough. There's a certain cutoff point. If a bug gets too big, then the pressure of the atmosphere isn't high enough to squeeze the oxygen through their bodies efficiently enough, so they're kind of capped on their body size. But yeah, if there's a higher oxygen, then that no longer holds. What's up, Agatato? Fossil, yes. How you doing, Agatato? It's good to see ya. Welcome to the stream. We're here goofing around in the world of Cataclysm once again, having fun, talking about dinos, talking about bugs, actually. All right, so noticing there's a safe there, but I don't care about the safe. This is the biggest bathroom I've ever seen in Cataclysm. I got to go check it out, too. There's probably stuff in there. Wait, give me that horror novel. What's upstairs? Akatato, this is still the same character from the last stream. This is our wild druid friend named Henrier. He's the one who can turn into a wolf man. So no, it's not it's the same character, I should say. Okay, what's up here? Whole bunch of stuff. Put on those neoprene arm sleeves. Somewhat helpful. See these sets? This is an interesting item. It's just a toy or a game, but it's a decent little trade. Barter value of 5 for about half that weight. I'll pick it up. Always looking out for those good trades. Okay, here we go. Spectrum antibiotics is nice. Actually, a decent amount of first aid stuff right there. Oil-free moisturizer. You got to have that. You got to have that during the apocalypse. What's up, L-shaped? That's where I left my inhaler. You know, it used to be that inhalers were really good for trading, but the last couple times I've tried to trade them, they show that they have no value, which is... I don't get it, because it shows it's got a barter value of 750 for almost no weight. I mean, inhalers used to be one of my go-to items for trading. Really, really valuable item, but I don't know what's going on with them. I have to check it. So we've reached our carry capacity here, just about. Yeah, I'm carrying around a lot of books, which is fine, but there's still more here to loot. Not much. Hey, Encoded Ink, how's it going, my friend? Welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming by the stream. Wait, don't forget to scan your phone, your books on your phone. We'll do that for sure. Not gonna worry about that. All right, so this house feels like it was bigger on the second floor than on the bottom. I'm not seeing anything super interesting here in the clothes. Oh, there's a sheath. We already have one of those. Just downloaded this game after watching you and Rograt playing it. It's got so much fun stuff, and it does. It's a pretty steep learning curve, no doubt about it, but I'm glad you checked it out. Yeah, if you can get into it and, you know, push yourself... Oh, Feral Mechanic. Yeah, if you can push yourself over that steep learning curve and get used to it and start to master the controls and stuff, you're going to love it. You're going to absolutely love it. This is a massive house. Rograt's awesome, too. I love Rograt. Another great YouTuber, plays Cataclysm, Vintage Story. Honestly, Rograt is the man if you want to play Caves of Cud. Anybody out there a fan of Caves of Cud? Oh, shit. Yeah. Whoa, okay, so this Feral Mechanic saw me in the house, and he got to me. The Forgeborn didn't stop him. Let's break line of sight so he can't throw rocks at me. Come on, you douchebag. I know you're there. Where's he at? What? Where did he go? What? I guess he went downstairs. I think he's fighting the Forgeborn. What a loser, man. Little does he realize his true threat is up here. Alright, so there's water in here. That's fine. Let's have a drink. The 2-player mod is in beta for this game. You and Rograt should do another collab. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah. Zones and auto pickup in pockets and all the do things with less inputs trick helps the game a lot. That's true. That's true. There's just so much. There's so much to it. But yeah, myself and Slash'em there in YouTube, chat, we both have tutorials for the game too. In fact, I pulled mine up before the stream. Anybody who is new, there's my little tutorial that I did. Bam. Yeah, I'm not seeing any shopping carts yet, which would be nice, but... Oh, that's weird. Oh, so this building is part... Oh, so these are the same building. That's why it's so big on the top. Oh, that's funny. All right, let's get the hell out of here. The Forgeborn are killing the zombies for us. Oh, maybe they are. Sure are attracting a lot of them. Forgeborn have some pretty decent ranged attacks. So what is this? This is a butcher's shop. Probably not going to be much in here worth our while. Maybe like a knife or something. What are these? Almost dead? Why are they so slow? Come on out here, zombies. Oh, shit. So we got some zombies, including a zombie hunter, which is no joke. This guy right there, who's like really following me quickly. Yeah, you don't mess with those. So I'm going to pull that right to our new friends over here. And they are moving away from me. Alright, so he's going to attack the Forgeborn now. Trying to make sure I don't aggro any of these zombies over here. You're welcome, L-Shaped. You're welcome. Good luck. Hope it works out for you. All right, so we're getting a little tired. Yeah, we did pick up one grenade. Yeah, I have one emergency grenade and a smoke bomb too, and 2 Molotovs. I tell you, these Molotov cocktails, that's another good hint for early game players, for new players. Make yourself some Molotov cocktails. They're super easy. They just require a bottle, gasoline, and some cotton patches. And get good at throwing because they will save your butt. They're also very dangerous because you can burn yourself too, just as easily as you'll burn, like, you know, the zombies. But yeah, be careful, but make Molotovs. All right, so we are super full. My inventory is bursting, so we're going to head back to the forge. And let's see. Some of the stuff I picked up I will be taking home with us, but we ended up getting a lot of books. Now, here's the bad part, though. Let's get inside here. My cell phone's about to die. I can't scan all these books right away, right now. Where am I? But I don't think they're super important books. Let's read these real quick. All right, let's talk to the librarian again. What? Smashing that door did turn them hostile. And I didn't even realize it. Damn it. Oh no, too. You know what? Oh shit, I think we're completely fucked. Because I quick saved it after I smashed it because I thought that I didn't trigger them. Oh no, I think we're screwed, people. Oh no, I'm reloading it. So I just Alt F4 to quit the game. We're gonna boot it up again here. That's bad. That's bad. That's real bad. We are gonna lose a bit of time. We're going back to the city. It's loading up. You'll see the screen here in a second. I did save it too. I thought because the clockwork things weren't attacking me, I was like, oh, I'm fine, you know. It didn't trigger them, but because this is where I saved it right after I tested that. Shit. Oh no. Maybe they'll lose their hostility over time? Oh, I think it's no good though. Yep. See, they're getting angry at me. Well, shoot. There's literally nothing to do. Oh, man, that really hurts. I mean, we did get some magical stuff from them. I think at this point, our only option is to just hope that, like, that goes away after a time. Maybe in a day or two, it will, you know, go over a little bit easier. I'm still mystified why the Forgeborn didn't attack me. If the NPCs are hostile, the Forgeborn should be hostile too. Damn. Now the debug is disabled. Yeah, I think that's in the new stable branch. Like you have to start at a test world to use debug or something like that. I'm not sure, but man, oh man, that really stinks. So the only thing we can do is just leave the forge for now and kind of hope we can come back in a day or two and see. Shit, that's disappointing. Man, that sucks. All that because I smashed a building, which wasn't even technically their building. It just happened to be close enough that it was considered theirs. So that's kind of bullshit, but yeah, there's nothing I can do. Damn. Damn. Because in my mind, I feel like I think I've encountered NPCs before who were hostile, but then will lose their hostility. I don't know. Maybe I'm just wishful thinking. Damn. Well, let's just go ahead and proceed as though the run isn't totally ruined, which it might be. Man. Didn't mean to do that. I forgot about those. Plus, this is turned on to fast travel. All right, so we got a wasp on us, but we'll just have to deal with that. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't a bad idea to maybe clear some of these wasps out. There we go. And we'll smash them. All right, let's go ahead and turn off the flashlight. Pretty good on that. So we'll head back to the base. We can hook up our battery and stuff, and I think we'll be good to hunker down and read these spells. I'm going to do... There we go. Man, oh man. Yeah, they should shrink that zone. Oh, we already checked this. All right, so I'm going to grab the car battery, store that. Yep, we're heading to the farm supply store. That's our temporary base, at least until we check the Druid's Grove, so we'll check that later. Too many swamps around, though, to be fast traveling, I think. Getting a little fatigued here. Oh, the black puddings are still nearby. Let's wait a while, ignore it. Damn it. Okay, so here we go. Now, if we place it here... Okay, so those are hooked up now. We can close our door. Let's go ahead and attach the smartphone to that. And I'm going to attach MP3 player 2, plug that in. Let's drop them so that we can move around. There we go. All right, we'll drop all our loot here-ish, I guess. Good for now. We didn't end up with those books, but I do have the scrolls. The only issue is food. We don't have a whole lot of it. I mean, there's some here. Apparently, if a hostile NPC drops something, pulps a zombie, or picks up an item, there's a small window. They're not hostile. You can trigger a non-hostile chat. That's what I'm reading. Maybe that could help. What we need in here is like a way of either... Let's move one of these stoves in here. We need a way to cook stuff. So we've got the stove. Disconnect it. And move. Okay. Wait. Did I lose the... Where'd the stove go? Do I have it? Okay, I do still have it. Let's move this chair here. This thing's kind of in my way. Okay, I'm going to put the oven right next to the, oops, right next to the battery. This tile set is called Undead People. Undead People. And it's not included in the base game. You do have to download this from the GitHub separately. So, yeah, it's one of the separate tile sets. People ask about that a lot, but it is my preferred tile set for sure. I enjoy this one a lot. Let's see. So we need to give this a little bit of time, probably to warm up. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab this trash can here. Wield it. We're going to fill that with water. There's a zombie out here. Shallow. Okay. Grab the trash can. So we've got some water. It's not purified, but we'll have to cook it up. Shouldn't be too difficult. All right, put that water there. Let's see. It's 11:30 in the day. Wish there was another solar panel nearby. 2 is better than 1, no doubt about it. Maybe we could go down here and check out this little farm, too. We're kind of waiting for our battery to charge up a bit, so might as well do that. A little bit hesitant to start cooking and stuff, or purifying water. The tiny little charge we've got. Oh. All right, let's see here. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. Just checking inventory. Make sure we're slim, but we've still got everything we need to survive. So let's head through the field. Oh. Got another crater here. Oh, should have learned those forest spells. We will. We'll certainly learn them. Probably this night, as soon as we go home and just head there for the evening, we'll start learning these spells. Oh yeah, this is definitely some sort of animal farm. Not like the book. Let's see. Okay, those are just toilets. Let's check out the barn. Safe mode is turned on. There's really nothing else at this farmstead, it looks like. There could be some vehicles or something. Oh yeah, I'm familiar with this farm. So there could be some animals here. There's almost certainly a diesel generator too. Now we don't have any diesel yet, but yeah, this is the one with the named zombie. Several named zombies. You know what? We're going to grab our spear, actually. We can use our spear for this a little bit better. Just kill them right through the fence there. Most of them. All right. Oh, okay. There's his wife. Come over here, fat zombie. Oh, his wife's smoking a cigar. Love it. All right, we'll grab that. Yeah, here's the generator. Is it gas? Oh, it's got diesel in it. Okay. So we could drag this home, I think. Yeah, we could take that home with us. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we could get it back. It's going to be a kind of a long trek to drag it home, but we can manage that. And I mean, that's going to give us a lot more power than a solar panel, but obviously it's just temporary. Maybe some of these gas cans have diesel in them, actually. Nope. We can find some, though. All right, so let's check the barn. Could be some tools down here. Just found a pound of peanut butter in a bed. Somebody's sneaking little midnight snacks and stuff. How dare they? Grab that, and the shovel is pretty helpful, actually. Having a proper shovel. Let's check the house. I have a feeling there's a bunch of food in the house. Might be wrong. Let's turn on our light. Flashlight. Where's the flashlight? There we go. Fertilizer, portable stove. Huh. A foldable wood stove to safely lit fires while camping in the wilderness. Activate to deploy. Oh, okay. It's kind of cool. Take that thread cutting set too. Okay, what else is around here? We got an upstairs to this place, but let's loot everything. Checker set. That's a go. What? Wow, this kitchen's pretty cleared out. Almost nothing there. All right, let's go out the window. All right, not much there. But we've got an upstairs, too. I think there's a zombie up here, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Nothing in that room. Go. More books. This door walks through. Acetaminophen and bandages. We'll take it. For Odin. What's that? A game? Oh, it's a strategy board game. A lot of clothing, but nothing really useful for us. Okay. Wait, what's here? Man. I'm picking up all this stuff as though we're going to be able to trade it to the forge. So I'm still playing as though it's not totally screwed up, but we'll see, we'll see. I am hoping maybe they forget their, because the NPCs in the forge do reset their inventories like once a week, I think, or something like that in game. Maybe when the reset comes too, they will lose their hostility. I don't know. It's not something I've ever really explored, but we're going to find out. Okay, so there's a zombie in here. There's also a cow. Wait, shit, I have my bat on me. What am I doing? Duh. Alright, we need to put on some gauze. There's a chance the hostility is temporary. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. We'll check back in a couple of days in-game. So, I'm going to grab these bottles for Molotovs. So there's a cow in here. There's another zombie back here, I can tell. I don't know if I can feed this straw to the cow. No, it needs to be fodder. So we can tame this cow, bring it home, and milk it. Hey, what's going on, Shonda? Yeah, oh, Betsy is the cow's name. That's right. This is a named cow. That's true. Cow Maybell. It's Maybell. It's almost dead too. One hit and this cow is going to be dead. Yeah, I think it was getting picked on by that zombie. You've got to tame the cow before you can actually pet them, but we might be able to tame it right now. Actually, hold on. Yep. All right. So I just made a cattle fodder. So we're going to tame the cow. Maybell now loves us. Let's come over here and disassemble the hay bale. That will give us a rope. So now I'm going to attach the leash to the cow. Now I can play with the cow. Play with the cow, Maybell. Spend a few minutes. Sure, why not? Ignore that noise. All right, little Maybell. Now, wait, can we mount? Equip Maybell with armor. Oh, we can mount her. Oh my. What happened to Maybell? She turned smaller, albino, and her ears kind of drooped a little bit. What is happening right now? Holy crap. Are we moving real fast? Look at me, trot. Whoo, this is the way to travel. Hold on. I need these. Oh, I can't pick stuff up when I'm like this. How do I get down? Okay. What was that? R to mount Maybell. Now remember, she's almost dead. I'm a literal cowboy. Oh, you can't pass obstacles while mounted. I can't get through this door with Maybell on Maybell's back. It just doesn't work, people. It doesn't work. All right, so come with me, Maybell. I don't care about the butcher shop. What are they growing in this place? There's so much corn here. We can return to this spot and just get nonstop corn. Hell yeah. This is how cowboys should be. Health Maybell and make her your mount. I don't know how to heal animals, to be honest. I don't know if you can. It's as weird as that time you put 2 cows in the trunk. Well, we're going to try and get Maybell back to base. Yeah. Having a wonderful little cow back at the base. I don't think we're going to use her as a true mount, although maybe if she heals up. We are going to be on the lookout for a horse, no doubt about it. But we'll mount her now, take her home. Let me grab some of these. Oh, I can't grab stuff when I'm on my freaking mount. I can't pick that up. Okay. Here we go. Wait, now it won't let me ride her. What happened? You don't want to be... Oh, okay. No, well. Okay. Oh, probably can't go through that. Yeah, I can. Now, the question is, can I drag... No, I can't haul the generator. So we got to make a choice. Do we take Maybell home first, or do we take the generator home first? Oh my God, I don't know. I think we'll go ahead and get the Maybell home. Maybell. Chat. Maybell. Okay, everybody says Maybell so far. All right, we'll prioritize Maybell. Let's get this little cow home. Yeah, no, this is a sustainable source of food right here. Milk is... You can make a lot of stuff with milk. Everything from cheese to... I think you can even make plastics with milk, too. With the right levels of applied science and stuff. Chemistry, people. It's wonderful. Can you wield it and ride? Can I wield, like, my sword? Is that, or my bat? Yeah, baby. Look at that. Oh, come at me. Things to do with milk. That's right. That's right. There's a whole recipe book in this game that's just devoted to milk. Things to do with it. And Maybell, she's on her last leg, quite literally. So if she can make it home, then we're good to go. God, I have to dismount every time I want to loot something, though. Don't follow me into the car, Maybell. It's not proper. Freight employee badge. What? Get out of the truck, Maybell. What are you doing? She's trying to get into the bed back there. Get out of there. Come out of the truck. All right, hold on. Oh, my flashlight's still turned on. Let's do this thing. That right there. Transport freight badge. Employee badge for the freight hall. The reverse side describes the protocol something something. All right, let's get on there. Can you oh, you're talking about the generator. Let's try that actually. That's not a bad idea, and we're still close enough that it's worth trying. We're gonna break Maybell's poor little legs though. The question is, can Maybell handle it? That's the real question. Okay, so I gotta get off. I gotta grab and wield. Oh boy. So I don't think that's gonna work. Because she ran away from me for some weird reason. Hold on, I got an idea. Let's try this. Like this. Okay, so she needs to be tied up so she doesn't move. Let me grab and wield it, and I fall to the ground. Now, it says you're too heavy to mount the cow, Maybell. Good thought, but the answer is no. We'll have to come back for it. Separately. Not to worry. We figured it out. You can't wield a generator when riding a cow. We figured it out. That was a question that people have been leaving me comments on my YouTube channel for months about that. No, I'm just kidding. She's Maybell. Maybell, she's born with it. Maybell, it's Maybelline. Nice one, Toe. Nice one. That is a heavy one. Yeah, it's filled with diesel too, but it's not that far, so we will be able to slide it on back to our base eventually, but we got to get Maybell home. Everybody wanted to prioritize the cow over the generator. I can't blame them. Although I will say that our little base camp, our little room, it's going to get pretty stinky in there with a living cow tied up like 4 feet from our bed. But hey, such is life in the Cataclysm. I can't loot. One of these days I'm going to remember that I can't loot from the back of the cow. We demand a cuddle puddle. I don't even know what that is. All right, here we go. I'm going to try and tame this common snapping turtle too. Look at that little guy. Oh, you can see his mouth is open and stuff. He's ready to snap you. All right, let's move. Maybell's like, quit looking at the damn turtle and get off my back. All right, we made it. We made it home. It's 12:30. Oh, she goes right through this door, no problem. Can't close the door. You can open the door, but you can't close it from the back of a cow, apparently. All right, so now we dismount. Hello, Maybell. And we shall tie her to that spot. Now she will never leave. She cannot leave. I think we need to go get the generator, to be honest. I mean, I'd like another solar panel, but that generator's the way to go. Let's see if there's anything else down here worth checking out. I don't know. Did we look at this? No, I don't think we did look at this trailhead because it's super close to the Druid Tower. So we're going to head back. We're going to check out the trailhead. We might just look at the Druid Tower. I might just take a peek at it. I'm interested. But we're going to take a little break before we do that, everybody. So don't worry, the stream's not going to end. We'll be going for a while longer, but I'm just going to hop up, use the bathroom. So make sure you guys grab yourself a refreshment, and I'll see you back here in 2 minutes, everybody. All right, we are back. Hello, hello, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. Hey, thanks, Mama Jamma, for the 320 bits, unlocking a new emote. That is a dog from one of my viewers and former Patreons. Yep. There's a few of my Patreon's animals that I put in, including Towsy. But I appreciate you guys coming by. All right, so let's get back into it. We're going to head south and check out a few things. We're in mild pain, though. Let's have a little bit of food and water before we head out. Old potato chips, we'll crunch on those. Please don't read my comment aloud. No problem, I won't. Curious about the Druid Tower? Me too. Oh, can you use a vehicle solar to make a base solar array? Yes. Well, you can use solar panels from a vehicle for your base, if that's what you mean. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if you can turn solar panels into a solar panel array, though. You might be able to with the right crafting materials, but a solar panel and a solar array are two different things. Essentially, the solar array is 4 solar panels put together. You can disassemble a solar array and make 4 individual solar panels, but they functionally do the same thing. It's just an array is more powerful in the same amount of area. All right, so here we go. We're traveling. We've done this route several times, and I'm still a little nervous. Wait, why am I still overburdened? I didn't drop anything. Whoopsie, let's go back. Whoopsie. I dropped off the cow, but I didn't drop any of my loot. Alright, so we're just dropping everything that's not critical to our survival for a moment. Yeah, we're looking a lot better now. Okay. Do you just hook up an extension cord to the solar panel? You don't need an extension cord if the battery and the panels are next to each other. See how this battery and this oven are adjacent? That means they're automatically hooked up. You don't need a cord. Also, you can attach using the built-in cord. So this right here and this are attached to each other because there's only one space between them, basically. And I attached them on the diagonal. It's a little bit confusing at first, but you don't always need extension cords to hook stuff up if it's just one square away like this. See how it says plug in appliance merge grid? If I'm standing next to the other item I want to merge with, then I can just do it without the cord. See, it says they're already connected here. I hope that makes sense. You can do it with an extension cord too if you want, but it's not necessary unless it's like more than 2 blocks away. Oh, you're welcome. What? Oh, the snapping turtle's hostile at me right now. What? Why did you get all hostile? You know what? Let's not kill the snapping turtle. He's just a little creature living in the world. He doesn't understand that he's going after the most powerful druid on the block, so we'll just leave him. Goodbye, snapping turtle. You're lucky. You're lucky it's not one of my normal runs, because I would kill you and eat you in a heartbeat. Delicious turtle soup, people. Trying to set up power. Oh, on the Sky Island. Oh, okay. Yeah. Eventually, you will want some extension cords then, because those rooms are pretty far from each other. So yeah, you're going to want extension cords all over the place. So if you're looking for extension cords, keep picking them up. And of course, the outdoor variety is better because it's longer. Outdoor extension cords are better. Do you know you can make a well on the Sky Islands? No, I was not aware of that. I was not aware. I did have Elodie, who was in chat earlier. She left a tip on one of the videos I posted on my Patreon about figuring out the water source there on Sky Island. So I'm a little bit more confident about that. But let's see. Let's take a peek over here at this trailhead. Okay. I'm a big fan of trailheads. I'm still picking up stuff as though we're going to be trading with the Forge again, too. We're going to get this worked out, people. And if we don't, then we're going to declare war on the Forge, and I'm going to figure out a way to kill the NPCs that inhabit it, and we're going to take all the magical stuff by force. How's that sound, everybody? I think that's a good plan. Because it's frustrating. They claim too much. They claim too much of that city block, and it was not reasonable, so they must be brought down for that error. Alright, so here's what we'll do. Let's come over and let's grab the generator first. So if we try and pick this generator up, it's way, way too heavy. But what I'm doing now is I'm just like hauling it. I'm just dragging it, essentially. So it slows me down considerably, but it's easier and it doesn't knock me out. It doesn't take a bunch of stamina to do this, but it is slow. Could take us most of the evening to get this back. Let's check out this truck real quick. Okay, so it's got a battery on it that I'm going to take. Yep, we're going to take that battery back to the base and hook that up. These 60-liter tanks here, too, I want one of those. Because we can boil water in that, so we can fill that up with a whole crap ton of water and just boil it real easy. All right, so let's move this stuff to the little crossroads right up here. All right, we're going to leave our stuff here. Put a note here. Look at this, too. Actually, check this out. There's a car stereo right here on the ground. We're going to take that back with us. Listen, just because we're a druid doesn't mean we can't have a stereo. Maybe we'll just listen to, like, the sounds of the forest or something. You know, we don't have to listen to, like, heavy metal. I don't know. What does a druid like to listen to? You know, just ASMR, like nothing but clouds or something. I don't know. All right, let's quick save it. We're moving. We're going to check out this trailhead. Forestception. Now we've got to see what the hell this druid tower is. This druid tower could save the whole run, to be honest. Heard you like forest, so we put forest in your forest. Druid like the who? Mongolian throat singers. Yeah, there you go. That makes sense, actually. Now, if we get completely locked off from the Forge of Wonders, but somehow like this druid tower turns out to be like an amazing spot, I don't know, then it could save the run, people. It could legitimately save this whole run, but I don't know. So for one thing, I don't think there's NPCs here, because if there were, we would see them on the map already. There could be enemies here, like feral wizards or druids. I don't know. Okay, there it is. We're looking at the side of it. And it is made of wood. Solid bark wall. Druid's tower. Oh, snap. Here we go. We're diving in, people. This is it. We're committed. This looks like the entrance. Oh, no, there's an antlered horror in it. Oh, our worst nightmares have come true. The zombies have gotten to the druid's tower. Oh, what do we do? So actually, this is kind of a danger. Well, it's a very dangerous creature here. This is a zombified elk. Anybody knows how big elk are knows they're massive, too. So what we're dealing with is a revolver. I'm not going to use my Molotov cocktails in the forest because that'll just start a forest fire. We need to rescue the druid tower, I agree. We can't take on this antlered horror in melee combat, though. That's suicide. Tear gas is useless against a zombie. I think the wolf is appropriate here. Let's draw this horror out a bit more. Sorry. Wrong button. Let's draw the horror out. All right, there we go. Oh, shit. There's a boar in there, too. Yeah, there's a zombified boar. So there's a bunch of zombie animals in here. Damn. I prefer to take them on one at a time, but they're both aggroed on me. I don't know if this is even going to work. All right, he's a little bit outside. Let's go ahead and cast the wolf. If we fail, we're screwed. Okay, good. So the wolf is on him. I don't think it's going to be enough. I don't think a single wolf is going to be able to take that horror out, so we're going to summon 2. No, I failed my second summons. Did not summon the wolf. There we go. Okay, we got 2 wolves out. The boar is coming in too, so we need to move away. How are they doing? I mean, one of the wolves has already been dissipated, been destroyed. We need to sprint away. Well, the thing to do now is to go in there with our firearms. That would be, I mean, possibly a grenade, but that's overkill. The firearm we have is a 7-shot revolver, and although it is extremely powerful, I don't know. Can you get it if you just climb a tree? We could. My spear is almost broken, though. I'm a little worried that if we climbed a tree, we might get stuck in the tree. It's not a bad idea maybe to just come back when we're a little bit better. Oh, shit. Well, the boar is on me and it still sees me. Might be something we just have to deal with, but I think Mongoose might be onto something, climbing a tree. Let's pull him out. You know, if we could just get him out here, I would feel much better about throwing Molotov cocktails around. Because I don't want to set the whole forest on fire, but alright, let's let the boar come to us. Honestly, the boar might be something we can handle, too. Versus the antlered horror. Yeah, this thing is only mildly dangerous, so this isn't really more dangerous than a zombie. Yeah, I'll let my mana recover, make a new spear. That's what I was thinking. We could retreat and come back tomorrow morning with like a better spear and full mana. Although this boar, I think we can handle him. It doesn't look like the elk managed to get out here, so it's probably lost in the woods. But that boar is super slow. I could just leave it behind, but I'd rather kill it. Yeah, climbing a tree is a good tactic, but you know, if you get up on the tree and your spear breaks, you're kind of screwed. Oh, that was easy. All right, well, the pig was easy. The antlered horror is not going to be. So we'll return. We will return. That druid tower. That's a big part of our goal now. All right, here we go. We're going to haul all of this stuff back home. It's going to take most of the afternoon, but we're going to do it, people. Let's go. Ooh, appreciate you guys coming by. Almost, well, we had a potential disaster, but we're going to try and push through it. And that's the great thing about Cataclysm. You know, if you fail at one run, you start another run. And you try and learn from your mistakes. Bring 2 spears? We could. Yeah, because I could put one on my spear strap and just carry one. You got some tree spearing during Innowoods, that's true. Yep. That helped a lot. Innowoods saved my butt a couple of times. Oh, the snapping turtle. Shit, he's all over me. Hold on, do we scare him if we just yell at him? No, we made him hostile. Oh my god, I might have to finish this snapping turtle, people. I'm gonna have to kill it. I'm gonna have to kill it. I'm sorry, little turtle. Oh, he bit me. I'm so sorry, little tortoise. Oh, that's sad. He doesn't even have the potential to zombify, though. That's weird. Didn't even have to smash that guy. I guess snapping turtles are kind of living zombies, aren't they? If you think about it. Grenade the turtle. Pull the pin. 2 Molotovs on the tortoise. Can't eat them, though. We are vegetarian. That's why we wanted that cow, so that we could bring it home and milk it. We did it. All right, so we're here. I'm just going to put the generator out here. It's fine, really. Wait, how's it work? There we go. All right. I don't think this thing makes noise, technically. I know that real generators make a crap ton of noise, but I don't think this one does. So we should be safe with it just sitting out here. All right, so we're going to put another battery right... Oh, what? What? Why did that not work? Put another battery... Oh, it's too dark. Get the fuck out of here, man. There we go. Now, let's see. Okay. We're also going to set up an actual fire pit here. Where is that? There we go. So we've got a little fire pit. That's our firewood source right there. So what I want to do is get this water boiling. We've got a bunch of water. So I'm going to take that 60-gallon tank and I'm going to load it up with a bunch. Where's the water? Oh, it's probably too far. Let's do that again. Oh, it's salt water I picked up. Whoopsie. All right. Well, in that case, screw that. We're going to go get some regular water. Picked up the wrong stuff here. Got to be careful when getting water out of these swamps. It says shallow. Fresh water. Okay. It's not safe to drink, but we can boil it. Ah, zombie, where'd you come from? Okay. So let me just make sure it's regular water. We're going to drop the metal tank and let's go ahead and start a fire. Boom. So that's purifying. We just got to keep enough wood going. Have enough wood for that. In fact, let's grab this chair, this wooden chair. I'm just going to put that in the fire. Did it stop? No. Okay. It's still burning. Lady of the Lake, maybe she got a sword for you. Nice. King Arthur reference. All right, so it's 4:12. Did the fire go out again? Okay. Yeah, we're doing real nice here. We're doing good. Let's get everything kind of consolidated if possible. Okay, looking a little bit better. Okay, so let's take a look at what we've got going on here. There's a bunch of items. I don't think we have any oil, sadly. That's something we should be on the lookout for. All right, let's take a look and see what kind of crafting we can do. Whoops. Stop. All right. Yeah, in terms of spears, we're missing some important stuff. That spear shaft right there, that could really make the difference. Hold on, I also don't think I have any long sticks with me, so let's go get some of those. Okay, there's literally one right here. All right, that should open up our options for spears a little bit. Yeah, there we go. So, I think the makeshift knife spear is what we want. Yeah, its stats aren't as good as others, but they're better than most of what we've got. We're going to have to use our hunting knife, but that's fine. Okay, took a couple of hours, so it's now 7:30. I'm going to drop the wood spear, and we're going to take that now. It's our new weapon. Okay, that's better. We're getting a little hungry. Let's see if there's something we can actually cook. And remember, we're vegetarians here. Strange woman lying in ponds and distributing swords is no basis for a government. That's one of my favorite scenes from Monty Python. And that movie specifically, The Holy Grail, is my favorite of theirs for sure. But that scene where the peasant is like explaining anarcho-communistic their government situation to King Arthur, that's hilarious. The best. Well, I think we can probably stand a honey sandwich. How's that sound? 8 minutes to make 8 of them. We're whipping these out one sandwich a minute, baby. All right, that doesn't look half bad. Eat, 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 eat. Very nice. All right, so we're pretty full and satisfied. We are tired, but we have stuff we can be learning. We've done some crafting. Now it's time to craft our brains into powerful, magical, I don't know, conduits. Let's do Traverse the Wilds. We read slow, but we just learned it. Traverse the Wilds, baby. There it is. Blend in the wilds and urge them to speed your passage. Trees bend out of the way. Bushes do not hinder you, and even grass subtly moves your feet along. The spell cannot be cast near civilization and will similarly fade if your travels take you out of the wilds. Interesting. All right, well, it's almost bedtime. I don't think we're going to learn another spell now. Might make us stay up a little too late, but let's go outside in the darkness here of the evening, and we're just going to practice some spells to use up all our mana. I mean, Summon Wolf is our bread and butter, so let's practice that a couple of times, try and level that up. How about Dark Sight too? Okay, we got that one off. Let's try Jolt. There's our wolf friend. Jolt work too? I don't want to do Feral Form, but I'd like to practice. Uh-oh. I don't want to set anything on fire over here by accident. Jolt is pretty good. 9 to 19 electric damage. Only a 5.5 failure chance. It's at level 6. This spell is actually coming into its own right now. Yeah. It only costs 150 mana. That's pretty good. All right, we're fine. We use all our mana. Let's have a little drink of water. And to bed we go. I don't think there's any pillows or blankets around, but let's just look. No, nothing there. Might be a blanket. Nope. Okay. We sleep on the couch then with nothing. Let's do it. To bed we go, people. Honey and Nutella sandwiches used to be so good. Let's see. We're moderately tired, so we'll go for 8 hours. Let's sleep, people. It's not a perfectly secure base, but we're doing pretty good. We could do a lot worse than this spot right here. And it's just temporary. We have to reclaim our Druid's Tower, I think. Yeah, I think we'll definitely set up a base there. I mean, we kind of have to, right? All right, it's morning. We're hungry. Let's eat some more of our honey sandwiches. 3. So, what's the goal? Do we go back to the Druid Grove immediately? Should we check on the Forge of Wonders? It's been, a full day. Maybe they've forgiven and forgotten. Okay, we'll tell you what. We'll go to the Forge, or I'm sorry, we'll go to the Druid's Tower. We'll give it a try, and then we'll head. If we're successful, we'll try and check with the stupid people over at the Forge. All right, let's see. Is this water done? Yep, water's done. So we'll pull it out of the fire. Just drop it. You know what? Before we actually extinguish the fire, let's milk Maybell. I don't have a suitable container. What? Dude, I have so many containers, but she's a little bit too far. Let's move her. Okay. Stay right there. Perfect. Okay. Now, when I milk her, it should offer me a ton of containers. Perfect. And we're going to stick it in the 50-gallon aquarium. No, I'm kidding. We'll use this gallon jug. Okay. Now, let's go in and cook milk. There it is. Okay. Yeah, because she just gives us raw milk. 15 of it. So we want to batch cook 15. It's going to take us 23 minutes to purify this milk, but essentially making it safe to drink. Okay, we got hot milk. Let's pour it into our jug. Let's go. She's eating your seeds? No, she's not. No, she is. Oh my God. What the hell? Gobbles up the corn seed. What? Bad, Maybell. Bad. Bad. What the hell, man? What? How many did she eat? Oh my God, she ate so many. Oh, Maybell, you bitch. Can't believe that. I did not know that they would eat. Does it heal her faster? Let's look at her. Nope, she's still got no health. No, I don't think she'll heal ever. I don't know. Can we heal her? No. Of course, NPCs you can apply bandages to and stuff, but I don't think we can do anything with her. No, that won't work. It just applies it to me. Well, God damn it, Maybell. I would swat her on the nose as like a rebuke, but it would probably kill her because her health is so low. Put her in timeout. Get away from my seeds, woman. How many do we have left here? Okay. Okay. Well, luckily we didn't have any cannabis seeds or anything, so it's really my fault. I need to get these in the ground, don't I? It's a little tedious to do it with the zoning, but we'll do it. We'll set it up. Animals and NPCs need to eat. They don't normally. I didn't think that animals would eat anything. No. But yes, we can mount her. Yes, we can mount her. Let me show you. Boom. Doo, 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 doo. We got a cow mount. Get in the corner. Put your nose right directly in that corner, Maybell. Bad Maybell. All right, let's extinguish this. Stay. What? What are you doing? She wants those seeds. Tie her down. Stay there. All right, she's good. She's good. It's actually not good to have her right there, to be honest. You know what? On second thought, we're putting her in the bathroom. Anything that would walk by, that would walk by this window and look in and see her like a zombie would come and attack. They would just start bashing away. And honestly, they're not going to be able to break through this window, but it would just be annoying to come home one day and have like 15 zombies all lined up at the window. So yeah, she's going into the bathroom. We want to milk her in the mornings. We'll just have to make the walk. Bad cow. Bad cow. All right, stop bleeding. Tie. Good. Yeah, we're going to have a little barn set up. Sure, for the animals. Absolutely. We'll tame more than just her, too. Absolutely. Basically, any animals that we can tame, which we come across once we're settled in a little bit, we'll be going for it. All right, let's take a look. I've still got a bunch of bull crap on me, so hold on. Let me drop everything. All right, should be good now. We got everything we need. Yep, we got a full mana pool. I might trade Jolt. I really am. I think I've been underestimating Jolt. I'm going to go into the Forge of Wonders, and if they're still mad at me, I'm going to throw Jolt around. All right, let's go to... Where the hell is it now? Oh, it's down here. Zombies be like Big Mac. Oh, son of a bitch. It just walked me right into a demonic spider again. Well, you know what? Screw you, demon. I hate you. I hate all demons. That's right. I'm gonna pick it up, too. Look, I got that nasty old spider corpse in my hands. You're coming with me. What? Why is it showing it's hostile? Better not be. Yeah, that tear gas, I'm telling you, you need to find tear gas canisters like this, favorite them, and keep at least a half a dozen, because they're extremely small. It's like the little handheld tear gas canisters. They're not worth much in trade value, but they will save your life, people. Do not underestimate. They don't work against undead, so you're not going to be able to use them against zombies or zombified animals. But regular animals, even if it's a mutant, you know, will still work. All right. Here we go. You were missing out on exploration with auto notes turned off? Yeah, auto notes is essential. 100%. Gotta have that. Gotta have auto notes on. Because, yeah, you will just miss so much stuff. Like the craters and this and this. All right. So what I want to real quick do is... we're going to dissect this corpse. Okay. So... by dissecting it, we learned a little bit about its vulnerabilities. See, it says you carefully record the creature's vulnerabilities. So you learn a little bit when dissecting, but I also just got this. Well, there's a spider fang, which is tradable. 10 chunks of chitin, and this chitin plate. Oh, wow. That's got a decent price on it. Yeah, we'll take that stuff. I think we can also make interesting armor with that spider chitin, too. We'll have to kill more of them. I think you can't do it with one single spider, but all right, let's keep moving. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's like too overwhelming for a new player to have auto notes turned on, but I don't really think that's true. It's a little bit more overwhelming to have to go in and change like 15 different settings before you can even start playing the game truly. But yeah, that's how it is. But yeah, that's something I would definitely go in and turn on first thing. I mean, auto pickup is optional. It is helpful, but I've got a few things set to it. ID cards, Denarius's bayonets, and nails, but other than that, I don't mess with it too much. Auto notes is essential though, pretty much. Yeah, and they don't distract that much. I mean, I guess they do a little bit because they're blinking, but we can turn off the blink. Yeah. But you're right, you would miss a lot without them. 100%. Really important stuff too. Like some of these scientists, like if you come across a group of dead scientists, you could find like ID cards for breaking into labs and stuff on those guys. All right, let's get our head in the game. We're back to the location where we saw the Druid's Tower and, of course, the giant undead elk, known as the Antlered Horror, was over here guarding it. So, what are we doing? Are we going in guns blazing, maybe? Or did we decide we're going to climb a tree? I've got my spear. We'll go for the climb a tree method, I think. Because then we can still shoot at it if worse comes to worse and my spear breaks or something. But it is a brand new spear, so it shouldn't break. If worst comes to worst, then we'll throw a Molotov cocktail and just burn this mother down. No, I'm kidding. We won't do that. We're a druid. We don't set forest fires. Unless it's necessary. Oh, I don't think I've ever explored a druid's tower. I might have seen one like on the map and be like, oh, that's interesting. I have never actually got in one. Okay, there it is. Gozas, because they're always by crystal patch. Oh, Gozas. Yeah, they're extremely difficult. Yeah, Gozas are very, very scary for sure. Pharaoh's killed so many of my characters before he could realize you could blind them. Yeah. Barrels are the number one reason I would keep tear gas. But then again, I mean, also for wasps, hornets, dermatics, ants, so many things are susceptible to tear gas. Very druidic to have trees assist. That's true. That's true. I didn't think about that. Uh, sorry, somebody just pinged me. All right. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so let's see here. All right, let's clear this druid tower. We're going to kill the antlered horror. Turn off safe mode. He's looking right at me, so we're going to climb this big old gnarly tree right next to me. Wait, what? Oh, wrong command. All right, so we're in the treetop. Looks weird, but here we are. We're one layer above him. So let's grab our makeshift spear and ka-chill him. All right, now you can always fall down too. There is a risk of falling out of the tree, and we just did. I just fell out of the tree. Yeah, that was bad luck. That was real bad luck right there. So we're in severe pain right now, which is going to make everything more difficult, more dangerous for us. What I'm going to do is, because there could still be some undead creatures up there that I don't know if they might see us. So I'm going to kind of break line of sight with the front of that. We're going to step over to the side real quick. Let's put on some bandages. We're going to eat. Oh, why am I eating antibiotics? Let's eat that. Clean ourselves off a little bit. I need some more antiseptic and some more bandages. Probably fell on its antlers. Oh, yikes. Okay, so we're still in severe pain. Our abilities are reduced. We don't want to get into combat right now. But I'm going to come over here and smash this thing because it's... Oh, there's a feral druid. Okay, so a feral druid has just been spotted. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. So that's our nemesis right there, people. That's the opposite. That's us, but the opposite. It is a feral, though, so it is going to be susceptible to tear gas. It's also going to be susceptible to bullets. What we need to do is break line of sight with it, because you can't just spray your tear gas unless they're right up next to you. Let's see if... I don't want him to cast a spell on me from a distance, though, and kill me or something. So this is kind of a delicate game. Dancing around trying to get him close enough to mace his face off. Where'd he go? Oh my god, there's a decayed pouncer right there. I'm tempted to just throw a grenade up into this tree. It's going to destroy everything, though, so I don't... Oh! Is another... Oh, wait, I might have to climb this tree again. Oh, I slipped while falling. Oh, no. Where did the freaking druid go? Alright, we won't worry about that right now. Hold on, let me look at this, though. Is that on? Alright, Where is that druid? I don't want to climb down again. We could fall again. Okay, we didn't fall. We're going to go into the tree. I mean, he either came in the tree and just wandered off, or came out of the tree and just started wandering, so he might be in the woods. I don't know. This place is weird. Oh, there's definitely more people. Oh my god. Look at that. Look at all the food. There's so much food here. All that flour can be turned into bread. All right, hold on. Yeah, there's something making noise right over here. So there's something in that part of the tree. Oh my god, there's a... Oh no. I don't think we can do this. Look at this. It's only labeled as dangerous. It's a zombie bird type. The Anor. With bedraggled feathers and rent skin, stumbling as it walks, this formerly living Anor is in a sad state. I don't know anything about those. Like, I've never fought one. There's a wood saw here, too. That seems a little bit wrong for a druid. Maybe they confiscated it. Oh, the good news is it didn't actually see me. Which is weird, but... Okay, there's a zombie dog right there. That's what was making the noises. There's a couple of books. Oh shit, there's a pig there too. Don't think that's what we were gonna want to do. Alright, we're back up the tree again, people. Just literally back and forth up this stupid tree. Alright, the dogs better come out. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to let myself down again, these dogs. We might just have to leave. And come back. Ah, I fell again. Okay, yeah, we have to go. We have to go. We have to go. We are not in any shape for fighting right now. Now we just have to go and recover. I'm telling you, falling like that, it's more dangerous than half the zombies you encounter on day one. All right, safe mode's back on. Put the spear away. Good progress. We did get a better idea of what we'll be dealing with. There's a freaking wild druid on the loose. But yeah, now we know when we go back, we need to be armed to the teeth, ready with plenty of, what's it called? Yeah, stats are all 1s and 2s. Yep. I need more bandages. We need to get home. But first, let's see. I want to go check on the forge. You know, it's been a day since we made the mistake and slammed and offended the forge workers. I want to go see if they've given us, if they've, you know, de-aggroed now. I don't know. I don't know. Remember to squish. That's true, but if they do come back, they'll come back in a very, very injured state. So don't worry about that, Manga. It's a good thought. You're not wrong, but it's not going to be an issue when we go back. All right. You know, the black puddings, they are blind. I kind of want a boat. Can't use one, though. Can't use one. How do you get the reliable cyan crystals? That's very difficult. It's going to be extremely tough to get reliable crystals. It's hard to just find crystals, period, but like to get the right color reliably, yeah, I'm not sure how you do that. I don't play enough with Mind Over Matter, really, to be an expert at it, but oh shit. I do know that the times I have played with it, it's very hard to just get crystals in general, you know? It's usually much easier to find magical stuff if you're also playing with Magicalism. Okay, let's see. No, we can't. We could build a boat, but we can't use it because of our Wayfarer trait. Yeah, Wayfarer says that I can't use boats, sadly. But, you know, like I said, it's just for this playthrough. In the future, I'll definitely be focused more on vehicle playthrough. In fact, I can tell after this one, once our druid run is over, whenever that is, I'm going to definitely be focused on more of a vehicle playthrough for the next one. Maybe we'll make like a mobile base. Something. Go on the hunt for like a road roller. Just never stop until we find a road roller somewhere. Those can be awesome. Put a danger note on the demon spot. That's true. Where was that? It was like down here-ish. Yeah, we'll do that next time. Well, I'll probably forget, but I'll try to remember it next time. It's a good idea. I should use the danger notes more often. All right, here we go. Let's go to the forge, people. Did the wasp just aggro on me? I'm about to kill these wasps. Oh, yeah, it did. Okay, okay. That's fine. That's fine. Come at me. I'm using a lot of my tear gas. Yeah, we're down to 4 charges now, but arguably it's been worth it each time. Come on. I am really... Oh, it just got... Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, I just got to leave him behind. Wow, that was bad. Yeah, we are in real bad shape right now. Seriously. I can't even kill a wasp that's been, like, tear gassed. Oh, my God. I shouldn't have come out here. We should have stayed at home. We're already committed, though. I know. That's not going to work. We just can't auto walk. I cannot allow myself to aggro any more stupidness. Okay, let's move. Let's move. So what I'm going to do, save it here. Okay. So if I do get killed or something, we can just turn around. We'll just load it from this point and turn around and go back home. Oh my God, the stupid forge. The magic missile is a great, great weapon against wasps and dermatics like that. 100%. Because the magic missile does not miss. you hit 100% of the time. It's like the perfect spell for those. Okay, so we're seeing zombies, but that's not a surprise. The Forgeborn, it shows that it's ignoring me. But it showed that last time, so let's just check out the NPCs. That's the only way to know. Turn that on. God damn it. No, she's still hostile. Well, let's just see what happens. See, they're hostile to me, but they don't attack me. Oh. Oh, now he's attacking me. Tried to talk to him and he attacked me. Damn it. Huh. Oh, I just tear gassed myself. Whoopsie. I think that can happen, actually. There's occasionally you'll screw it up and you can accidentally tear gas yourself. That's definitely a possibility. Well, again, all hope is not lost the way I see it. Look, she's attacking me with her shoes. She took her shoes off. She's attacking me with Liberty heels. Oh my God. No, but in my mind, there's still the hope that when their inventories reset, maybe it will reset their NPC behaviors too. So I'm still holding out hope. I think that's what we'll do next or this Sunday, because we're going to have another live stream for this character on Sunday. I think we'll pick up where we leave off, a little ways back where I saved it, and we'll just give it time. We'll go and heal up. We'll master our spells. I'm not giving up just yet, everybody, even though we made a terrible mistake earlier. I made a terrible mistake. It was very stupid. But, we can push past it, and ultimately, maybe it'll turn out to be fun. Maybe we can try killing these NPCs and looting their corpses. I've never tried that before. Maybe it's something we can do. Valzane is going to be extremely difficult, because I can probably blow up most of these people with grenades, but, well, we'll cross that bridge if we ever come to it. Hopefully not, but then again, like I said, maybe it could be fun. An interesting little challenge. Either way, guys, I think this is probably a good place to end things here. Yeah, we've been going for a little over 3 hours. So like I said, I'm going to be streaming again tomorrow, some Vintage Story on the community server. We got a fun little tournament set up. I hope you guys will all join for that. And of course, we'll be back Sunday. Yep. And we can either continue this run, which is probably what we'll do, or, eventually we'll start a new one too. So don't worry. But I appreciate everybody. Thank you all for coming by today. Hopefully I'll see you the Saturday and Sunday, and you guys have a good day.